Dodgers Audio Network.
Now more than ever, let's uplift and strengthen our communities by supporting mental health awareness. The Dodgers are proud to partner with the LA County Department of Mental Health to make sure we let the people in our lives know that they're not alone. Hope, recovery, and well-being are just a phone call away. If you need help or want to find resources near you, please call the LA County Department of Mental Health's 24/7 helpline at 800-854-7771 or visit dmh.lacounty.gov.
How do we rise? By being the home of firsts. From UCLA alum Jackie Robinson breaking barriers to Dr. Gottlieb reporting the first AIDS cases, innovation isn't just part of our history, it's in our DNA. It's what drives us to keep on finding answers no one else could, like performing the first human bladder transplant. So we keep on setting the standard, rising together to change medicine and lives. UCLA Health, keep on rising.
The start of summer calls for baseball, good company, and Modelo Especial, a full-flavored golden lager with smooth, balanced taste and crisp, refreshing finish. Made for game day, in the stands, and wherever fans watch together. Modelo Especial, the mark of a fighter. Must be 21 and up. Please drink responsibly.
Frontier has joined Verizon in LA. Now's the time to switch. Get 6 months of fiber internet on us up to 1 gig. Then keep saving $15 a month when you combine with a Verizon mobile phone plan. Our best offer ever. Visit frontier.com/availability today, as this offer is only available for a limited time. For a limited time, get 4 lines for $25 each. Call 800-466-1844 or visit your local SoCal Verizon store.
We might not have the Dodgers, but we do have more stimulating talk.
When news breaks in Los Angeles,
this is who I am.
KFI AM 640 has you covered.
This is who I'll always be.
Make us the #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app.
We are live at Yankee Stadium, leading you up to first pitch between the Dodgers and Yankees. Always special when you have these two franchises playing each other, whether it's in the Fall Classic or a game right out of the All-Star break. It's special. And it's time now for your pitching matchup, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Remember, when Garrett Cole signed with the Yankees, the Dodgers were in pursuit of Cole. He opted to go with the pinstripes, and can you believe now, 35-year-old Garrett Cole is in his 13th season out of UCLA. That's hard to believe. He missed all of last year and the first 6 weeks of this season, coming back from Tommy John surgery. His record this year is 3-4 with an ERA of 4.04. It was 569 days in between starts for Garrett Cole. We're happy to see him back and healthy. He's making his 10th start of the year. The last time he pitched, he went 6 1/3, allowed 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. For the Dodgers, Roki Sasaki making his 17th start of the season. He's 3-5 with an ERA of 5.33. His last start before the All-Star break, he did go 6 innings, retiring the last 9 that he faced, but you never know, honestly, which Roki you're going to get, so we'll all find out together. Dodgers and Yankees, we're 15 minutes away from first pitch in the Bronx. Keys to the game are next. I'm David Vassay, and this is the back-to-back World Series champion Dodgers Audio Network.
If you've been eyeing a
checking him all over. I've never seen him do a search like this, quite like this before.
What did they find in his pocket?
I don't know. He's out of it.
He's been kicked out of the game. And Negro is moved as he goes over to the first base dugout and then on to the shower.
All your
favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Jack Leiter making his season debut.
He's 148K, second among all AL rookies.
Jets 2-2, and a swing and a miss. There's his first strikeout of the season. He gets Mayo for the second out of the inning. To be the way to pitch, here's the 3-2. And that's right in there. Alonso just frozen.
Sinking fastball from Leiter. He retires the side in order for the first time tonight.
Big over-the-top windup and the 1-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging with a cutter at 94. Nice assortment of pitches there from Jack Leiter. And that new pitch, the cutter, strikes out Adley Rutschman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Great screwball action, a changeup at 92. So Leiter making use of a couple of pitches he didn't even have 2 years ago when he made his major league debut.
It's 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Got him chasing a curveball, and Leiter, I don't know that he loved where that one ended up, but he got the job done.
Crisp and refreshing lagers, including light and non-alcoholic beers. Sapporo, good with sushi, great with baseball. Before first pitch, let's check in once more with Rick Monday and Steven Nelson. Guys?
Thank you so much, David. Back here with Rick Monday. We're getting ready for the first pitch in this first game against the Dodgers and the Yankees, a rematch of the 2024 Fall Classic. And nearly 626 days, I believe, was the count that I had in between appearances here in the Bronx, Mo. Give me a key or a player to watch tonight.
Oh, I love it when you get technical. First of all, with Roki Sasaki, the last 7 starts, he's 0-2, ERA close to 6. But if we look at the 2 starts he's had in the month of July so far, he's worked a total of just 9 innings. He's given up 9 runs. That's an ERA of right at 9. And he's thrown 166 pitches in those 9 innings, and he's given up 5 home runs. He needs to attack that strike zone much, much better, keep the ball in the ballpark.
These two teams went into the break in very different fashions. The Dodgers got there sloppily and were swept at home by the D-backs before the All-Star break. The Yankees, meanwhile, completed a sweep of the Nationals, had comeback victories in all 3 of those games, and they've won 4 in a row entering this one. They are, though, without the biggest slugger in the game. That's Aaron Judge, who's still down with an injury.
Yeah, Judge is out. Stanton is still out. They got Max Fried, their pitcher, is still out. And the Dodgers, well, they have their own issues with people on the injured list. Good news is Blake Snell is pitching tonight, Oklahoma City, as part of his rehab. He keeps getting closer and closer. The other guys, well, we don't know how close some of the other guys are coming back.
We do know that we're close to the first pitch. Garrett Cole against Roki Sasaki. What an opportunity in front of the young Sasaki tonight here in the Bronx as we get ready to boogie down the Dodgers and Yankees.
Still 5 feet behind you. Dodgers and Yankees. First pitch is next. After the game is over, we'll have the highlights and post-game Dodger talk. Enjoy the rematch of the 24 World Series. I'm David Vassay, and this is the back-to-back World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The Los Angeles Dodgers are a juggernaut.
I think it's fair to ask the question of all the teams out there, do you want to win as much as the Dodgers?
Back-to-back! The Dodgers see winning as fundamental to the business side of baseball.
Sustained dominance.
What are you going to do about it? We often hate successful people because
here comes a harsh piece of reality. The Dodgers dynasty!
They're successful.
Ding, ding, ding.
This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck. Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value. Shakey's Pizza. Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com. And by your Southern California Toyota dealers. We make it easy. First pitch is coming up on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers.
The Dodgers cement their dynasty.
rest of the baseball world.
Something has to give here.
Hates us.
Nobody can do this but the Dodgers.
They hate us.
Something has to happen here.
This is untenable. Because they are not us. Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Back to back.
Dodgers baseball, brought to you by
Gelp and Ford, family owned and operated since 1940.
Got to get yourself ready.
Yes, there are hugs, and then there's that.
Now, what is that?
What
is the purpose of that?
It's an anemometer. It measures wind speed.
So that's good. Yeah,
but it looks like a fidget spinner.
Meanwhile, on the Cove, it just looks like too much fun.
It was so routine, he took his eye off.
You got to come up with this play. You got to. You're right there. You had two hands. He looked it in. Oh.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book. It's ridiculous what he does.
Baseball's brightest stars take the field for the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Baseball brings us together.
Last time you guys went head-to-head, it was a little more stressful. This is a little more chill of a day.
This is much better. I can give Schneid's a big old hug.
All is right. Mike Trout is playing in the All-Star Game.
And the Yankees have all 3 runs batted in.
Front door sinker's probably a bad idea, huh? Let's do it. Juan's got a look on his face like, man, that's nasty. How about a 3-strikeout first inning?
Technology break.
In every voice rising from the crowd, there's hope.
Oh, what a play, Ernie Clement.
Wow!
In every at-bat, the opportunity to take your swing and to write your place in history.
Wow, that ball is absolutely destroyed by Miguel Vargas. The American League has pitched the first shutout in the All-Star Game in 13 years.
Cody, congratulations on the 2026 All-Star Game MVP.
Here's the thing.
You're never truly away from Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd, Rogan and Rodney and Petros and Money. Together. Just go to AM 570 LA Sports on the iHeartRadio app. Listen to live shows, podcasts, and catch up on anything you missed.
Best friends forever.
California's #1 casino just got better. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is now the only AAA 5-diamond rated casino hotel in the country. Become a Club Serrano member today and enjoy the added perks like exclusive rewards at Monarch Beach Golf Links and Palms Casino Resort Las Vegas. VIP at another casino? Trade up and take advantage of the tier and offer match program at Yamava. Voted #1 casino outside of Vegas by Newsweek. You in? Restrictions apply. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Greatness isn't found in the ordinary. It's in the bold slide, the daring play, the choice that changes everything. It's about choosing to be different. That's the spirit of Asahi Super Dry, a beer that breaks from the expected with its uniquely crisp, super dry taste. Raising Asahi to the boys in blue as they carve out another legendary moment. Experience Asahi Super Dry. Seek what is unique.
Joe Davis here. From the booth, you learn pretty quickly. Things can change fast. At home, when temperatures swing and seasons change, comfort has to keep up. That's where Navien HVAC comes in. Built to adapt so your home stays comfortable all year long. So whether it's heating in the winter or cooling in the summer, you're covered. Navien HVAC, dependable performance, season after season. Learn more at NavienInc.com.
This year, Galpin Ford and the Bachman family celebrate 80 years of helping families find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. Over the previous 8 decades, Galpin Ford has become the largest Ford dealer in the world and has given back by supporting the Los Angeles community year after year. It's this focus on you, the customer, that has helped extend the Galpin Motors family to 13 brands. Be part of the birthday celebration this year. Visit Galpin Ford off the 405 at Roscoe and at galpin.com.
Back to the Galpin Ford broadcast booth
on the LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Here's Steven Nelson and Rick Monday.
Live from Yankee Stadium in New York City is the opening game of a 3-game weekend series as your back-to-back world champion, Los Angeles Dodgers, take on the host, New York Yankees. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Steven Nelson and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald. Well, a gorgeous evening here in New York for a baseball game of the Dodgers back in harness, game number 98 of the season. And in the background, the Yankees taking the field. The Dodgers 61-36. They start things off in the official second half of the season. 11.5 games in front of the second-place Arizona Diamondbacks in National League Western Division. San Diego 12.5 out. Then the Giants 19.5, and for the Rockies 22.5. And for the New York Yankees trying to make a move. The Yankees have won 4 consecutive games, but prior to that they had lost 14 of 18, and they wind up they're in second place in the American League East, trailing the Tampa Bay Rays by 3 games in that division. For the Dodgers, here's their starting lineup. It'll be Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter. He'll lead things off. Andy Pages is in center. Freddie Freeman batting third and playing at first base. At shortstop, Mookie Betts. Max Muncy is at third. Kyle Tucker starting in right field. In left is Teoscar Hernandez. Dalton Rushing behind the plate doing the catching and batting ninth, and playing at second base is Tommy Edman. On the mound, Roki Sasaki, his 17th start, and for Sasaki trying to get it back into gear. 2 July starts. His ERA is at 9, and in those 2 games combined, he's worked just 9 innings and made 166 pitches in trying to curtail on that end of it. Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees, his 10th start, a record of 3-4. The umpiring assignments, Junior Valentine will work the plate to call the balls and strikes. The crew chief, Jordan Baker, is at first. Rob Drake umpiring at second, and Stu Sherwater is over at third base. We'll join you tomorrow at 4 o'clock with the Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck Show, 4 o'clock Pacific. First pitch at 5:08. Emmett Sheehan on the mound in that ball game. But a game to win tonight, game 1, Dodgers and the Yankees from New York. And with the play, here's Steven.
Thank you, Mo. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, it's an honor and privilege to join you once again from Yankee Stadium. The Dodgers and Yankees in the Bronx for the first time since Game 5 of the 2024 World Series. Shohei Ohtani digs in after having the All-Star break off and a knee injection. Good enough to get back in the leadoff spot. Off we go. Garrett Cole's first pitch is low, ball 1, and we're underway. 4:09 in L.A., 7:09 here in New York, 84 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The 1-0. Ohtani with a swing and a miss on a knuckle curve and an even count. Ohtani's first at-bat brought to you by Asahi Super Dry, Japan's #1 selling beer. Seek what is unique. Here comes Cole. This is downstairs with a fastball at 99. The former UCLA Bruin coming back from Tommy John surgery. Ohtani in that left knee, standing tall in the box. The 2-1 coming. And he flails at a changeup. Squares the count 2-2.
Well, that changeup following a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Not only the changeup, but right to the outside corner, tailing away.
Shohei took time, now climbing back in. First action following that minor knee procedure. Coles 2-2. And Ohtani hits a ground ball to the right side on a hop. Jazz Chisholm, the second baseman, sets and throws to the back edge of the dirt for the first down of the ball game.
Well, that was the curveball. One thing that we can do is if the center field camera, basically, I mean, there have been, 5 pitches thrown in the game? been able to see every one of them by the grip in the glove, including that last one, the curveball. And the reason you can really see it is because he raises the index finger off of the baseball completely.
Now it's Andy Pages coming off his first career All-Star game appearance. First pitch runs inside, ball one, a slider from Cole. Pages hitting .270 first 96 games, an OPS of .807, 17 home runs, 66 driven in. The 1-0 pitch. Pages holds the trigger as another breaking ball misses. 2-0.
For Garrett Cole, one thing that I can guarantee, I did on the pregame show, he will cover first base on anything hit to the ground side. That nightmarish fifth inning of Game 5 last year or 2 years ago.
Delivers a strike at the top of the zone, 2-1.
October 30th, 2024, that fifth inning. Cole did not cover first base, what should have been an out. There was a drop fly ball by Judge in center. Boy, there's all kinds of mishaps.
On a 2-1 pitch, Pages takes a fastball, strike two. There is a real delay from Junior Valentine when he's signaling a strike after a pitch. So just got to wait an extra beat.
I realize not to make a great deal out of it. You're just off the break. The Yankees worked on fundamentals in the infield earlier today. Ironic when you go back, the last time these two ball clubs met in that fifth inning was a disaster defensively.
Really, that was the story of Game 5. Was the Yankee miscues. On a 2-2 pitch, Pages strikes out swinging. Fastball by him at 98. 2 outs in the first inning.
For Garrett Cole, working his way back. Just his 10th start, record of 3-4. Of course, he was down with the Tommy John surgery. But one thing about it, he is competitor through and through.
2023 Cy Young Award winner. 6-time All-Star Cole missed all of 2025 after having Tommy John surgery in the spring. This is just his 10th start in 2026. Now Freddie Freeman, no score in the first, 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch outside, ball one. You talked about Cole not covering first base. Mookie Betts booking it down the line, beating him to the bag. The drop fly ball by Aaron Judge in center field. Judge is hurt and obviously not playing in this series. And then Anthony Volpe at short, the errant throw going to third base. The 1-0 to Freeman, fouled back. In total, 5 unearned runs against Cole in that fifth inning. The Dodgers went from down 5-0 to tie the game at 5, ultimately going on to win. And Freddie Freeman, the World Series MVP in 2024. 6 hits in the 5 games, 4 home runs. Cole misses way outside. The changeup slips out of his hand. Advantage Freeman, 2-1.
Stephen, I think Cole is also one of those pitchers, one of the elite pitchers that not only works up and down, he works in and out. And he has not worked the same pattern that this is the third hitter he's faced.
The 2-1 pitch. Freeman swings through, strike two. There's another changeup. And that's kind of been the report on Cole coming into this one. More changeups, more knuckle curves. And so the Dodgers will have to adjust from the last time they saw him. The 2-2 breaks down and in. Freddie laid off the slider to fill the count.
That's a heck of a pitch to not swing at as a hitter. I mean, it's just tempting. It's that close.
Mookie Betts on deck should Freeman reach and continue the first inning. Cole's payoff. Right down Broadway. Freddie was frozen by a fastball called strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Cole. In a 1-2-3 top of the first. Roki Sasaki will take the hill from the bottom half next.
Yeah, I love that speedy cash.
Batter up. Life can throw you curveballs when you least expect it. Aww.
His 27th home run of the year.
Gonna go! Western medal for Ty France. His 11th home run of the year has put the Padres back ahead. It's 8-7.
And on the run is Hill. He makes a diving catch. Oh, what a play. Hill has put together a defensive highlight reel this year.
the Yankees with some late inning power. McMahon, then Grisham gives the Yankees a lead. And after that, Paul Goldschmidt gives them more of a cushion.
He's done it again! What's going on? He's a monster! He's not a magician! That's 10! I've never seen anything like it!
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Yankee club that is 12 games above 500. Second place in the American League East. They won the last 4 games going into the All-Star break, but even with that winning streak, they have lost 14 of 22, the 4th worst record in the majors in that span. Leading off, it'll be Trent Grisham, the former San Diego Padre. And for Sasaki Mo, walks and home runs, they tell the story. In rookie season, he's given up 9 home runs in his last 5 starts, an ERA of 8.61 in that stretch. First pitch, fastball way outside at 99, ball 1. Grisham hitting .236 on the year, but he's gotten really hot over the last month or so. On a 1-0. Sasaki again misses way outside, fastball at 100.
Yeah, those are 2 pitches. Velocity's fine, but neither one of them are close.
Sasaki has gone 7 consecutive starts without registering a win. Trying to snap that tonight. 2-0 pitch. Gets a wave and a miss on a slider. Strike 1 on Grisham. Dodgers looking for some conviction and aggressiveness from Sasaki against the Yankees tonight. It's 2-1 pitch. Pops straight up on the infield. Betts at short. Is underneath it. And he squeezes out number 1 here in the bottom of the first.
Well, both teams banged up, have people on the injured list. And for the Yankees, without Aaron Judge, fractured rib. You know, the Yankees, since he's been gone, Stephen, they're 1 game below 500. They're 18-19 in the stretch he's been out.
And they've had this man to try and hold the slack, and that's Ben Rice. Left-handed slugging DH first baseman. Also has done some catching in his career. Takes ball 1 outside from Sasaki. Scoreless in the bottom of the first. 1 out, nobody on. Rice hitting .279, coming off his first All-Star game appearance. OPS of .971, 29 home runs. Big swing and a miss on a slider. The count evens 1-1.
Seen 4 sliders in a row after missing the first 2 pitches with fastballs.
And Rice was a factor in the Midsummer Classic in Philly. He and Cody Bellinger drove in the first 3 runs of the game for the American League, and what was an offensive snooze fest. Swung on and fouled back, a splitter. Ball and 2 strikes, advantage Roki. Sasaki sets on the mound. Kicks and fires the left leg. Rice flies it into left. Routine for Teoscar Hernandez. Waited a moment. Now trotting in about 10 feet. And there's out number 2 here. In the bottom of the first inning, brought to you by Children's Hospital Los Angeles, which has been delivering 125 years of hope and healthier futures. When your child needs championship care, go to chla.org.
Well, the best velocity. That was a fastball at 101.
Now, Mo, you hit the nail on the head, though. It's has not been a question of velo for Sasaki. It's been command and location. An old Dodger nemesis, Paul Goldschmidt, is up there, and he takes strike 1. Goldschmidt has been a terror to the Dodgers wherever he has been. Arizona, St. Louis. Now in another season with the Yankees. This is year 16 for the veteran first baseman. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 102.
Yeah, the category of where has time gone?
Seriously.
Goldschmidt now is 38.
Sasaki ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it clanks off the glove of Rushing, a splitter. It's now 1-2.
Well, Sasaki, we talked about it briefly in the pregame show. The last 2 starts that he's worked a total of 9 innings. And yet it's taken him 166 pitches to get through the 9 innings.
This will be his 12th of the first. The 1-2 to Goldschmidt. Dives downstairs. Goldie laid off the splitter. 2-2.
Stephen, I got to look at that splitter before this past pitch here. The one before that. It had such little rotation. Actually came in like a knuckleball.
The 2-2 pitch. Goldschmidt waves and misses. Strike 3. That slider was an effective pitch for Sasaki in the first inning.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
3-2 to Vargas. Got him. Fastball at 99. Back-to-back Ks for Miz.
Setting up on the outside corner, and he hit the glove. Perfect pitch by Mizorowski. Excellent command with that fastball.
1-on-1, and he finishes the inning with a strikeout. Miz with 3 Ks. Got him. Blew him away with 99. 5 Ks in the first 2 innings for Mizorowski. And he struck him out. 10 Ks on opening day for Miz.
Base hit right field, but they're going to have to hold Jelks at third. Going now, the ball gets away from O'Neill. He kicks it to Benzinger.
No, I do not believe it.
He kicked the ball to Todd Benzinger. You will never, ever again see this, so take a look.
And it is a perfect kick. This is the all-timer.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
For 150 years, this bud's for you. Mookie Betts, Max Muncy, and Kyle Tucker due up for the Dodgers against Garrett Cole. Betts going to try and capture some of that June magic, Mo. He was 2 for 10 in the Arizona series. In his last 9 games, just 6 for 33 after he got that really hot few weeks. The temperatures cooled back off. Garrett Cole set on the mound, the right-hander with the ball at his chest. Now in his windup, glove over his head, the pitch. This is outside, ball 1. And these two prominent figures in that Game 5 comeback the Dodgers had in the 2024 World Series. Mookie Betts on a ground ball to first base. Garrett Cole not covering first base for Anthony Rizzo. Betts swings and fouls away a fastball, ball and a strike. And on that play, Mo, which was celebrated with a bobblehead in the 2025 regular season, that was Mookie Betts' fastest home-to-first sprint speed all season. Betts swings and pops it sky high, left side of the infield. Ryan McMahon, the former Colorado Rocky, coming down the line, and he has the pop out for the first out of the second inning.
Well, there are times as a hitter you can kind of almost smell a possible, piece of destruction. And that's probably the best way to describe that 5th inning as far as the Yankees are concerned. They self-destructed.
Speaking of destruction, Max Muncy against the Yankees last year, Mo. 3 games, 5 for 10 with 3 home runs and 8 driven in. First pitch from Cole. Misses the outside corner. Ball 1. Muncy had a terrific time in Philadelphia at the All-Star Game, his 3rd Midsummer Classic. The 1-0 pitch. Tomahawk foul, first base side, 1-1. Muncy said, he had the whole family out there. His wife Kelly, the 3 children, Sophie, Wyatt, and Macy. They're all dressed to the nines, matching outfits. He's like, it was hot. By the time I finished walking the red carpet, my undershirt was soaked. The 1-1 pitch. Muncy also pops it in the air. Shallow left. Going back from third is McMahon. And that's another pop out for Cole. 2 gone in the second. It was so drenched in sweat. Muncy said he got on the bus, he took off his shirt, and he was able to wring it out. That's how sweltering and humid it was in Philadelphia.
That's hot. Then they come here last night, and as everybody landed, and people are coming from all parts of the country after the break. I mean, you could barely see 2 blocks downtown because of the smoke from the Canadian fires.
2 outs, nobody on, no score in the second. Kyle Tucker fouls back, strike 1. Yeah, Mo, our continued thoughts with our neighbors up north and those who are fighting the hundreds of fires in Canada, and obviously the smoke and the air has been drifting down into the States from Michigan down to Chicago and obviously here in the Northeast. Tucker fouls another one away, quickly 0-2. Air quality still not great, but Major League Baseball does have a threshold for the air quality index, and clearly with these 2 teams playing, that threshold not being met.
It's much, much better today than it was last evening.
You can actually see some blue skies and some clouds as Cole winds in the 0-2. Tucker lines it over his head into center field, a base hit. A rocket right back at Garrett Cole, and the Dodgers pick up the first hit of the game.
Yeah, and Tucker able to stay back on not a bad changeup either.
And so Tucker, who had turned it on the last couple of weeks before the All-Star break, comes out of the break with the Dodgers' first knock, a bullet up the middle, and now Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, everybody that arrived into New York yesterday late afternoon and the early evening knew that something was not right because you look up in the sun and it was orange because of cutting through the smoke.
Ball 1 to Hernandez. And Teo's trying to get it going, Mo. He was really slumped coming off the injured list. 4 for 41, 0.98 average in 12 games since being activated after that hamstring strain. Tucker on first, 2 outs, no score. Hernandez swings and hits it foul toward the Yankee dugout.
I really thought that Teo was fine the first couple of games that he came back, but I thought those first couple of games he made sure that he would go the opposite way with some pitches. Well, now he got back into the habit of trying to pull that slider away, and that has been an issue.
He has loved hitting here in the Bronx. His last 6 games, Hernandez 10 for 24, 6 extra base hits, 3 homers, and 11 ribbies. Cole's 1-1. Hernandez hits it hard. Base hit left field over the leaping shortstop Jose Caballero. Back-to-back 2-out bullets for the Dodgers here in the second inning. Teo was saying during batting practice, I'm just fighting tooth and nail to get back on time. Mo, he was on time there.
Well, that was not only on time, that was in the express lane. Of course, he got also a pretty darn good pitch. Cole is fortunate that ball was not lifted. It was hit hard enough. If it's hit higher, it's out of the ballpark.
A little 2-out rally brewing as the Dodgers and Yankees remain scoreless right now. Dalton Rushing is the batter. First pitch down the middle with a fastball, strike 1. Rushing was 0 for 7 in the last series before the break against Arizona, hitting .254, 812 OPS, 10 home runs, 30 driven in. The pitch down and in, ball 1. And the starting job is still with Dalton Rushing for the foreseeable future. Dave Roberts saying before today's game that Will Smith has been shut down once again from baseball activities. The neck, which has been ailing, will not let him get rolling. On a 1-1 from Cole, Rushing rips back, strike 2, a foul ball into the net behind home plate.
Well, that leads to another big question everybody has on the periphery about the Dodgers, and now with Will Smith. And that trade deadline getting closer and closer, the Dodgers, you would imagine, we don't know anything official, but you would think that they're looking very hard at catching possibilities.
2 on, 2 out, a ball and 2 strikes. Cole looks back at Tucker, turns to Rushing. The pitch misses upstairs. And Rushing, for the ups and downs he's experienced this year, one area he has been really good is hitting with runners in scoring position. 306 on the year, 19 driven in. With the deuce wild. Rushing, swings, and fouls it away third base side. And we'll do it again.
The changeup by Cole. The changeup and slider have been moved in very nicely along with that fastball. Again, it's been 98, 99.
Rushing, digs back in, taps the far end of the plate, the near side, a few twirls of the bat, another twirl. Cole just taking his place on the mound. Leans in, gets the pitch call from Austin Wells and disengages.
Well, he had to. The pitch clock was going to cost him an automatic ball in the count had he not backed off.
Tucker and Tail on second and first. 2 outs in the second. The 2-2 pitch. Strike three. Busted him up and in with a fastball at 98. And that strikeout.
They must have run out of spoons. One of them's using a fork, the other one's using a knife.
Doesn't matter. You can still make it happen.
It's feeling those guys can field a ground ball, bat lead off, steal some bases.
Talking about Elvis Andrus?
Is there another Elvis?
Oh.
Look, I know the highlight here is Brett Sullivan hitting the homer. Just tough to ignore the high wire act that we just saw unfold out there in the bullpen.
And he tried to put it back in the glove. Oh, that's a great move. Pat Murphy going to use an ace up his sleeve and bring in Christian Yelich with a tying run aboard at third base. Fly ball to deep right! It is way back and gone! Yelich delivers in the clutch. It's his first career pinch hit home run, and he left nothing in the tank.
My God, how far did that go?
If you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. You know, and I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the one-game playoff. And ABC said if the Yankees win, Reggie will play, and then you'll go broadcast with Howard Cosell and Keith Jackson. And that's how I started my broadcast. And that's the Bucky Dent home run. So every time I see Bucky Dent, I go, thank you for making me a broadcaster.
Dodgers and Yankees, first of 3 in the Bronx this weekend. Here's old friend Cody Bellinger to lead off the second against Roki Sasaki. And Mo, what'd you make of Roki's first inning? 1, 2, 3, capped it with a K, 13 pitches.
Yeah, very efficient. And what I liked is the first 2 pitches were fastballs he missed, and then he went to the slider and he dialed that in a hurry.
Cody Bellinger just named the All-Star Game MVP earlier in the week. Had a 2 RBI single in the first inning. It wasn't a whole lot of offense the entirety of the game, but Bellinger was voted on as the biggest star among stars. Swings over the top of strike one from Sasaki. Bellinger hitting .254, 766 OPS. The pitch from Roki. Bounce foul of first. That's a splitter, making it 0-2. 33 extra base hits for Bellinger. His first 94 games, 51 driven in. Cody's now 31. You can believe that. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. It bounced away from rushing, but Bellinger is not going to run to first. He's just going to walk back to the dugout. Strike 3.
The rule book says he abandoned the opportunity to go to first. It just has a bad look.
I am very surprised by that. So back-to-back Ks for Sasaki. Now 1 out in the second inning. Jason Dominguez, left-handed hitting outfielder, swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Freddie Freeman. who's running in, calls off Roki, takes it himself to the bag. Out number 2 on just one pitch. So 2 quick outs in the second inning for Roki. Bases empty, no score. Jazz Chisholm Jr. on the first pitch. Roki delivers strike 1. Fastball at 101. Chisholm at second base in this game. .223 hitter. .698 OPS. The 0-1. Tails away.
For Chisholm looking at 101, that'd make you swallow your sucker. Just in case you missed it, a couple of weeks ago was playing second base during a game at Major League level with a sucker in his
lollipop,
mouth. Yeah. His manager was not tickled to death about it.
Split in the dirt, 2-1.
Nor a few other 100 people.
And he'd also, earlier in the year, had taken an at-bat with the lollipop.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron Boone, again, the manager of the Yankees, was none too pleased. And then the very next day, after Boone expressed his displeasure with the lollipop, Chisholm homered, and then the first thing he did when he got back to dugout was grab the bucket of lollipops and showed it to the TV camera. The 2-1 pitch misses upstairs, ball 3. And so that had more people talking. But hey, now you're showing up your manager. He said something he didn't like.
We got airtime, including with us.
Build the brand. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Now, this, having done television shows with Jazz Chisholm in the past, is definitely his personality. He's very outgoing. Mm-hmm. He's very energetic, and he is all about having fun. But, Mo, I think what Aaron Boone was expressing as his manager is like, I have no problem having fun, but it's a bad look. That was in the middle of a stretch where the Yankees were really scuffling. And so when you're winning games, stuff like that tends to kind of fly under the radar. But when you're losing as much as they were, that's when it becomes, front page news. The payoff pitch, lined into the gap in right center field. Paz over to cut it off quickly. Spins and fires, and he holds Chisholm to a base hit.
Oh, good play. I'll tell you what, there are not too many center fielders, and especially those that throw right-handed. The reason I mentioned right-handed because Paz has to go over. Yes, that's to the glove side. But he has to turn his back to second base, spin around, and throw blindly. Not only throw blindly, it was accurate and with something on it. What should have been normally a double turned into a single because of a great defensive play.
Now Jose Caballero, 5'9" utility man, right-handed hitter, takes strike 1. Well, both these starting pitchers, Mo, kind of following the same blueprint. It was 5 up, 5 down with 2 Ks for both Sasaki and Cole, and then a 2-out bullet base hit in the second broke things up. Still scoreless at Yankee Stadium, and Sasaki trying to keep it that way.
For Chisholm, getting an earful from his first base coach, but Chisholm, keep in mind, not afraid to run. He has 26 swipes.
Oh, this Yankee team has some speed. Chisholm has 26 stolen bases, as mentioned, and Caballero last year led all of the majors with 49 stolen bases, and he's already got 22 this season. There's a lengthy conversation happening between Caballero and the home plate umpire, Junior Valentine.
Caballero was close to getting a pitch clock violation called on himself. That's why he called time.
Okay, seems like all parties are ready to go for the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and bounced foul of third, strike 2.
Good slider. Caballero, the backside was going towards the first base or the third base dugout, and the top was going towards the first base dugout. That's called bailing.
And Mo, that slider, it's a hugely important pitch for Sasaki. That may sound like the obvious, but the way he's been going, again, has not won a game in his last 7 starts. He has been eliminating his own pitches to the opposing hitters. They've been able to pick and sit on one. The way that slider has looked tonight, paired with the triple-digit heat that he has thrown consistently tonight, that can set him on a totally different path. To throw it over to Chisholm. He's ready for his 0-2. Caballero swings and golfs it foul into the camera well next to the Dodger dugout, third base side.
Yeah, and Caballero is a couple of words again to the home plate umpire. Junior Valentine, and for Valentine showing some frustration in answering back whatever it was.
This is a very fascinating conversation. And now he's still chirping. Caballero, as he's looking out to Sasaki, he's shaking his head and saying something to the umpire. He's jammed, sends it in the shallow center. Going back from second is Edman, and that ends the second inning. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left, and 1.
There goes Gibson. Bouncing ball, hit and run. It bounces off his helmet. Gibson coming to third, and they have him in a rundown. The ball hit Gibson's helmet.
And the fact that Kirk Gibson doesn't have a lot of hair probably aided the Cubs. A little more hair, the helmet stays on, the ball goes into the outfield. One of the strangest plays you'll ever see in the game.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Ohtani and Pages due up against Garrett Cole. After the last half inning, Aaron Boone, the Yankees manager, came out and had a long conversation with Junior Valentine, the home plate umpire, about that exchange that Valentine had with Jose Caballero during the last half inning. Mo, we'll get your take on that in a second. Tommy Edman has dug in. Here comes Cole's first pitch. It's strike one. Edmonds' first at-bat presented by Edmunds. Get an offer for your car. Find your next one on Edmunds.com.
Well, not that often you see an exchange of a hitter and the umpire, but Caballero came real close to getting a pitch violation called upon him to begin with.
Edmund pulls it foul. I believe, again, we are not able to read lips or hear audio from our booth, but it did seem like before one of the pitches, Valentine called time as a home plate umpire. And my guess is you have to engage, the pitcher and hitter have to engage with at least 8 seconds remaining on the pitch clock. And Caballero, very deliberate in its setup. He's kind of looking down and then will turn his head to the pitcher. And I'm not sure he was engaging eyes in time. The 0-2 to Edman misses low, ball and 2 strikes. And the way Caballero seemed to react to whatever Valentine was saying, and that's only my guess. Caballero took exception to it.
Well, I looked at the pitch clock on the review, and Valentine came around when it was 9 seconds and counting down right to 8 seconds.
On a 1-2 pitch, Cole freezes Edman with a fastball. Strike 3 called. And that completes the first trip through the order for the right-hander Cole. 2 hits, they're both singles, 4 strikeouts, and all on fastballs. So back to the top. Ohtani, who grounded out to second base, leading off the game. Cole into the line. Misses with a changeup, ball 1. And Ohtani, the word from the Dodgers during the last homestand was that Sunday he was going to have his knee drained. Well, Dave Roberts clarified today it was not a drainage, it was an injection. Ohtani hits one high in the air to right field. On the warning track, Dominguez at the wall, and he's there to make the catch. That one had a parachute on it, and it falls down below the short wall in right field. Ohtani is retired, 2 out.
Just got under it.
Oh,
ever so slightly.
Maybe off a little too close to the end of the bat, but that short wall in right field here at Yankee Stadium, the short porch, you thought with its launch angle it might carry out of there, but it dropped it in the warning track. Ball 1 to Andy Pages, 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the third. We're still scoreless in New York. The pitch. Pages tried to check his swing, but he went around on a knuckle curve. 1-1. Pages steps out of the right-handed batter's box, adjusts the batting gloves, plants his back right foot, couple taps of the plate, one twirl of the bat. Cole ready on the mound. The 1-1 pitch. Pops the mitt, outside corner, is strike 2 called, but Pages is going to challenge. ABS challenge. You're at 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the third, and Pages
the pitch
wins
of the ball.
it.
The Dodgers have 2 challenges remaining.
So, a successful challenge for Pages. So instead of 1-2, the count 2-1 in Andy's favor. The right-hander comes home. This one delivers inside.
That's something interesting this morning. Doing some research on the ABS. There's been over 6,000 challenges so far. The success rate much lower than I thought. 53.2%.
Cole's 2-2, low and away, full count.
Now, I thought that the challenge rate would be higher than that, but that's not the case. Catchers are at 59% accuracy. Hitters are at 48%. And pitchers, when they have a challenge, just 36%.
Those pitchers.
Yeah, well,
in their heads and hearts, they're still betting.
And the problem is the pitchers are moving as they're delivering the ball in the follow-through.
Cole's payoff. Pages lines it down the right field line. It is foul. Off that cement wall in right field. And for those who aren't able to watch the game and just listening, it's the same wall that Mookie Betts nearly had his glove hand and arm ripped off by a Yankee fan during the 2024 World Series. That's the wall where Pages just lined it. So the count's still 3-2. 2 outs, bases clear. Another 3-2 pitch. Pages with a ground ball base hit through the left side.
All 3 hits died off Cole with 2 strikes.
And all 3 singles, so Pages aboard in front of Freddie.
Well, the ultimate goal of a baseball fan, well, seeing it all. That means MLB Journey to 30 Sweepstakes, presented by T-Mobile, is active right now. It's the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yep, all 30. Real simple. Go online. MLB.com/Journey to 30 Sweeps.
Freddie 0 for 1, struck out in the first. First pitch from Cole. Strike 1 taken, fastball at 98. And Freddie also finished the first half cool. Was 1 for 10 in the Arizona series, and then with the strikeout today, his average has dropped below 290 at 289. The 0-1 breaks in, ball and a strike. Pages on first, 2 outs, top of the third. The Dodgers nothing, the Yankees nothing. Cole's 50th pitch of the game. Swung on and sliced foul. Second deck, third base side.
Well, a wind update. It's about 1 mile an hour.
Yeah, if there was any wind, Ohtani's fly ball would have carried out of here, but hardly anything right now. 1-2 count for Freddie. Cole out of the stretch. Freeman swats it down the left field side. It slices into the seats foul.
There's so little wind really around. If anybody sneezes, the only time a flag moves. Yeah. A little ruffle.
Another 1-2 on tap. Freeman strikes out, swinging on a slider down and in. And so Paja's 2-out single stranded by.
So Rockies is really like where my major league career really took off. You know, it was a special time in my life, 7 years with the team. And this jersey in particular, 2018 postseason patch on it here. So I've always kept all these jerseys with the patch on them because that's what it's all about, is getting to the playoffs and trying to win the championship. You know, the black jersey with the cutoff, not a lot of teams rock the cutoff anymore, but this is a jersey we wore all the time in Colorado.
The Cubs are on fire and have turned 1060 West Addison Street, aka Wrigley Field, into the hottest address in baseball. This week, the Cubbies flew the W for the 15th straight time, their longest home winning streak since '08. And they're winning in dramatic fashion.
Dansby's going to score. The Cubs are going to walk off the red. 4-ball game. 3 straight walk-off wins in the series against Cincinnati.
At the center of it all is Nico Horner, flat out playing like the best second baseman in baseball. Shota Imanaga has been one of the game's best on the hill with a sub-2.5 ERA. With PCA doing PCA things in the field and a solid bullpen, this Cubs team looks built for the long haul. The NL Central has been baseball's toughest division. Will the Cubbies' home field advantage be the difference in the chase for the division crown?
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. It's always great stuff, Mo, to get the Dodgers and Yankees together.
Yep, and now the Yankees, they've been kind of streaky. Well, they've won 4 in a row, but prior to that, they lost 14 of 18.
Big ovation here in the Bronx. Hideki Matsui, 2009 World Series MVP, shown on the video board.
The Yankees also, they're going to need to stay hot too, Stephen, because they're going to stretch. They're going to play 22 consecutive games against teams 500 records or better.
Great point, Mo. This is a big test for Aaron Boone's club coming out of the break. Ball one from Sasaki to Ryan McMahon.
And yet without Aaron Judge, and he's going to be out, they don't know how much longer. They're 18 and 19, so they've been one game below 500 without their big guy.
The 1-0 pitch to McMahon. Misses away, ball 2.
With Giancarlo Stanton, they've even stopped giving updates on him coming back.
Max Fried started a rehab assignment tonight. Carlos Rodon is going to return soon. But these two teams can empathize, having big pieces gone with the injury. McMahon swings and misses on a slider, 2-1.
So both the Yankees with Fried starting tonight in the rehab. Blake Snell starting tonight at Oklahoma City, AAA for the Dodgers. His first game back on a rehab assignment.
Sounds like Tyler Glass now to be more towards September for his return. We're hoping Edwin Diaz back as well. Kike Hernandez. Sasaki misses with ball 3 to McMahon. And this is not a hitter that you should be walking. McMahon is one of the highest strikeout rates going. I mean, 72 Ks in 77 games. But he's ahead 3-1. Pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back. Got a fastball at 99, but couldn't do anything with it.
Well, they also understand McMahon's strengths and weaknesses, too, for so many at-bats against the Dodgers when he was with the Rockies.
Full count pitch from Sasaki. Swung on, popped in the air. That'll drift out of play. Dalton Rushing gave it a look running toward the Dodger dugout, but it's a few rows back. For Sasaki, first 2 innings, 27 pitches, 19 strikes, 2 Ks, only 1 hit, a single. Has to contend with 8, 9, and 1 in the New York order here in the bottom of the third. No score just yet. Another 3-2. McMahon pokes it down the left field side. Teoscar Hernandez running toward the line, and it bounces inside the line fair. into the seats. And so an automatic double for McMahon leading off the third inning.
McMahon may have just hit ball 4. Hitting off the end of the bat.
Yeah, it's slice spin and no chance for Teo on that. So Yankees had their first runner in scoring position. Now Austin Wells at the bottom of the order. Splitter down low, ball 1. Wells is having an atrocious year. Sorry to say for Yankee fans who may be listening, batting .155 in 66 games. The 1-0 pitch. Bounces a splitter off the plate, 1-1. Among hitters in the big leagues with at least 220 plate appearances, Austin Wells has been the worst hitter in baseball. His OPS, which is .505, is 70 points lower than the second worst OPS. All that to say, Sasaki should get him out. No, that's not baseball, though. You got to battle. There's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2, fastball at 100. Sasaki's 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gets him with the splitter. 1 gone in the third. That turns the lineup over. First time through against Sasaki. 2 hits, including McMahon's leadoff double. 3 strikeouts. Now Trent Grisham for a second time. He popped out to Mookie Betts leading off the game. Wave and a miss, strike 1. Starts him off with the splitter at 92. Grisham, 29 years old. Hit 34 home runs last year in 143 games. The pitch from Sasaki. Fastball called strike 2.
The batter's challenging the pitch.
Grisham challenges. This will be interesting to see. It looked like it might have got the top of the zone. No, it was north.
The pitch is a ball. New York has 2 challenges remaining.
And comfortably north. So ball, or excuse me, yeah, ball and a strike. Former Padre Grisham. 1 on, 1 out, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
A lot of people thought when the season got underway that Grisham would be the odd man out in the outfield, but he had 3 home runs in the first 9 games. And coupled with some injuries that the Yankees had in the outfield, here he is.
He's actually been one of the more productive hitters of late.
Yep.
Since May 19th, batting average at .333 entering tonight. McMahon still on second, 1 out in the third, no score. On a 1-2. Sasaki bounces ball 2 in the dirt. It dribbles in front of home plate, rushing quick out to get it. McMahon had no intention of running for third. Already more pitches in this third inning for Sasaki than he had thrown in either the first or second.
Well, pitch count has been an issue. Each of the last 2 starts combined 9 innings, and it's taken 166 pitches to get through those 9.
On a 2-2, Grisham takes high and outside, ball 3. Another full count, second in 3 batters here in the third for Roki. And McMahon swung at what would have been ball 4 and just kind of poked it off the end of the bat. Sliced a ground rule double. The payoff to Grisham. That's ball 4 in the first walk of the game for Sasaki. 2 Yankees on, nobody, and only 1 out. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network. We're getting to the tough part of the order here. First and second, 1 out. Bottom of the third. Dodgers and Yankees scoreless. Ben Rice.
Rice has handled two pitches in particular very well. First of all, the ball inside, he's hammered it. The ball upstairs, he's also hit it well.
On the ground to second. Edman to Betts. Betts to Freeman. 4-6-3 double play. Sasaki pumps his fist. Points Dalton rushing. Those two exchange a fist bump after the inning-ending twin killing.
Tying run at first. Winning run at the plate. Lined into right field. Jack Cuss. They're going to send him. No, they stop him. And Cuss falls down. And he's in a rundown. Aaron Boone.
There's nobody at home plate. And Jack Cuss lost his footing. Nobody was at home. Unbelievable.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
If I went 5 for 5, I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
Football League will kick off with LA and New York facing off. It's the Los Angeles Queens and the New York Heights, two of the 4 teams in the WPBL season, playing their games in Springfield, Illinois at Robin Roberts Stadium. Here we are at Yankees Stadium, top of the 4th inning. Dodgers and Yankees scoreless. Mookie Betts leading off. Garrett Cole into his windup, his first pitch. Mookie takes a strike on a slider at 89. Betts 0 for 1. He also led off in the 2nd inning. He popped out to third base. Cole's 0-1 pitch. Breaks low and away. Cole approaching 36 years of age. Orange County born kid. He's not a kid anymore. Misses in the dirt outside. Advantage Mookie 2-1. Started Orange Lutheran High School, then went to Westwood at UCLA. First overall pick in 2011 of the Pittsburgh Pirates. On a 2-1. Betts swings and fouls it back to our right. Squaring the count 2-2. And for Cole, he didn't debut this year until May 22nd. He had Tommy John surgery, missed all of last season. And this is just his 10th start off the IL. Another offering, the 2-2 to Betts. Misses away, full count. Mookie geared up for the payoff pitch. Here it is. Swung on and bounced to third. McMahon shuffles to his left. Fields and throws to Goldschmidt. One away.
Well, join the Dodgers anytime. How about Tuesday, July 28th? Well, that's when the Mariners are in town. You can relive the championship glory. One of the first 40,000 fans in attendance. You'll receive a 1 of 5 player championship rings. It's presented by Security Benefit. It'll be a good promotion. Come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
1 out, nobody on Max Muncy. Trying to open the scoring in the 4th. Takes strike 1 from Cole. Starts him off with a knuckle curve. Max 0 for 1, like Betts, popped out to third in his first plate appearance. Cole's 0-1. Misses inside. Ball and a strike. Didn't miss by much. Cole staring at Junior Valentine, the home plate umpire. The pitch. Down and in. Ball 2.
One of the things at Yankee Stadium you can see is out in right center field. There's a little gap, and occasionally you can see one of the subway trains passing by.
On a 2-1 pitch, Muncy grounds it foul to first.
Yeah, so here you see the subway planes, and into the road trip, the Dodgers will be at Citi Field playing the Mets, and there you see planes flying over. Jack Buck had the all-time great line. There was a deafening sound of jet taking off, and he goes, "There goes another load of lost luggage."
Cole's 2-2 slips out of his hands, up and away, full count for Muncy. You know, well, I'd never had the privilege of seeing a baseball game at Old Yankee Stadium, but I just often heard stories of just how incredible the atmosphere was. The 3-2 to Muncy, fouled away, left side, and I think you can speak to that better than anybody.
You know, the Big Apple, it was not as large as this house that.
But in a way, it was louder from what I understand. The fans were on top of you more.
Yeah, they were right up on top, especially the second and third decks. Larger outfield. In fact, for many, many years, they actually had the monuments in play in straightaway center.
Now the 3-2, Muncy swings and skies it to left field. Bellinger trotting in. Makes the catch in left center. 2 gone in the 4th.
But this is a road trip that you understand instantly that you are not the home team when you take the field, especially the next stop.
Oh, yeah. Yankee Stadium, Citizens Bank Park in Philly, and then Citi Field.
Which I've always found admirable. I love it. I love the atmosphere because they root for the home team.
Passionately. Here's Kyle Tucker. He gave the Dodgers their first hit with 2 outs in the 2nd. Now with 2 outs and the bases empty in the 4th. Can he give them their first run? Ball 1 down and in.
Cole's done a very good job to this particular point, just giving hitters different looks. Inside, outside, up, down, off speed. Add a little ball.
And Dodgers have done good work making him throw a bunch of pitches. This is number 67 already. And it's a strike to Tucker, evening the count.
And that slider from Garrett Cole's at 90 to 91. So he's got good velocity on that.
On a 1-1. Tucker pops it in the air, shallow left. Bellinger waited a moment. He's coming in, coming back is Caballero at short. Bellinger takes it, and that completes a 1-2-3 scoreless 4th inning for the Dodgers.
Bryce Harper will lead things off as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. That one's hit well out toward right center field. It is gone! Home run, Bryce Harper. First of the year. It's a 5-3 game. That was a pretty swing.
That's the way you turn on a ball.
I got to believe that felt just absolutely wonderful for Bryce Harper. He needed that.
It's only the 3rd hit in 24 at-bats, but that's 425 feet.
Kevin Gausman was outstanding against the A's last night. Dylan Cease will try to do the same.
Cease was brought on board to not just help lead this rotation this season, but also into the Blue Jays' future.
Just swing and a miss to retire the side. Cease gets Soderstrom. And he blows him away with a fastball for strikeout number 6. He's been striking out guys. There's no question about it.
Blue Jays pitching's got some filthy stuff.
And he rings up another one. That is 5 consecutive strikeouts and 9 in the game for Cease.
That slider is virtually unhittable this afternoon for these Athletics hitters.
3 3-2, and he got him with a high fastball for strikeout number 12.
This is a different fastball that we are seeing from Dylan Cease this afternoon. It has been electric all day.
U.S. Long way from blue heaven on earth in the Bronx. Yankee Stadium, the Dodgers nothing, the Yankees nothing. Roki Sasaki will face Goldschmidt, Bellinger, and Dominguez here in the bottom of the fourth. Tell you what, Mo, so far, so good for Sasaki. Dodger fans, I'm knocking on my numbskull for you. Basically the equivalent of wood. Ball one low and away to Goldschmidt.
Glad somebody else is picking up the slack.
But the last inning, he gave up a leadoff double to McMahon and walked Grisham, the most feared slugger coming up, and he got an inning-ending double play. Bounces ball 2.
Well, this is going to be, to this point, a very good game for both sides. I mean, you got Garrett Cole coming back. The Tommy John surgery, as you mentioned, it's only his 10th start coming back. Sasaki's not had good outings, last couple in particular, really over the last 7. But this has been a well-pitched game from both sides to this point. It hasn't been a lack of hitting. It's been very good pitching to this point.
On 2-0. Goldschmidt takes strike 1. Wanted to see a strike, and Sasaki gave him one, a fastball at 99, outer half.
And there's a difference. Some women say, well, what's the difference between having good pitching and maybe ineffective hitting? Well, look at the pitches. Look at the swings.
Ball 3, tails inside. There's a fork ball from Sasaki. I believe that's the first one we have seen this evening.
I've only seen, I think, 2 swings that pitches were out of the strike zone by a considerable period of margin. Total, both sides.
3-1. There's a strike. Fastball at 100. Full count. Sasaki struck out Goldschmidt as the final out of the first inning. Got him with a slider. What does he throw him here, 3-2? Find out together. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Just pumped the gas by him at 100.
And up and in and tailing in. I tell you what, if you can have a right-handed hitter hit that pitch, you just tip the cap. That was just an incredibly good pitch.
That is the 4th K for Sasaki. 1 out in the 4th inning. Now Bellinger. He also struck out earlier. First pitch. Bellinger was a statue. Took a fastball and a strike. Bellinger went down on 3 pitches, and the last one was a splitter that popped out of the glove of rushing, dribbled toward the Yankees on deck circle, but instead of running toward first and a potential drop third strike, Bellinger just turned and walked back to the dugout as slow as possible.
Yeah. And it got away from rushing by at least 15 feet.
Takes ball 1. The count is now even. Sasaki, the high leg kick, the pitch. And fouled into the net. He was late on the fastball. 1-2. Nothing. Base is empty. 1 out, bottom 4. 1-2 count for the former Dodger. Sasaki to Bellinger. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. High fastball. More triple-digit heat. Back-to-back Ks.
Well, Sasaki looks like a different pitcher to this point. How many times have we said, look, trust your stuff. Challenge guys.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to, well, I'm going to trick him here. I'm going to trick him. No, go after him.
Now Jason Dominguez. Takes a slider for strike 1. Dominguez debuted as the Yankees' top prospect in 2023, and since he signed as an international free agent of the Dominican Republic, he was hit with a nickname and the most lofty expectations. He fouls back strike 2, and his bottom hand came off the bat on that swing and a miss. But he was nicknamed the Martian. 5'9", 190 pounds, built like a fire hydrant, can do everything on the field. He hasn't lived up to the lofty expectations in the height machine here in New York. Sasaki misses upstairs with Another 101 fastball.
And they've asked a lot of him. I mean, just 23.
2 outs, nobody on. Sasaki needs one more strike to get out of the inning. The pitch. Tails away, a splitter. Dominguez grounded out to Freddie Freeman on the first pitch he saw in the second. And a 2-2 count in the fourth. Sasaki deals. And misses downstairs. Another full count. Probably a couple more of those than Sasaki would like up to this point, especially the last 2 innings. Now the payoff. Dominguez lines a base hit into right center field. This is a gapper. Pages over, cuts it off on the warning track, and then he drops the ball. Dominguez hits second. Round second, going to third. Headlong slides safely. And we'll see how they score it. Is it a double and an error on Pages, or will they give Dominguez a triple?
Well, Dominguez was stopping at second base, so the ball was dropped back onto the warning path. Got a fastball pretty much in the middle of the plate, about knee high. Pages had the ball. He had to turn his back to home plate as he was turning to try and make the transfers when the ball came out of the glove.
And so that was a theme the Dodgers had hoped they had left before the All-Star break. It is indeed a double and an error on Andy Pages. The Yankees have a runner on third with 2 outs in the fourth. Jazz Chisholm up trying to break the scoreless tie. Underneath, rushing to the backstop, here comes Dominguez, and he scores the first run. And the Dodgers' sloppiness that we saw in full force against the D-backs, they brought it on the road.
Well, you just got to stop the ball. That's a pass ball. It's not a wild pitch. This was simply boxed. Went off a part of the catcher's mitt, then went right through his legs.
Just an abysmal fourth inning from the Dodgers here with 2 outs and nobody on. Pages trying to throw a guy out before he had the ball, and then rushing, whiffing a pass ball, gives the Yankees the first lead. Now a ball and a strike on Chisholm. And Mo, you look at the last series against the D-backs, at 3 games before the break. Walks, errors, wild pitches, balks, pass balls. Not good enough. This was popped in the air, third base side. Rushing never saw it, so Max Muncy has to hustle over toward the Dodger dugout, and he makes the catch on the final out.
On the ground and backing up. Bichette. He will two-hop it over, and he is able to get Bohm. Looks at the wall. It's gone! Into the trees for the 9-hole hitter, Francisco Alvarez.
Strike 3 called inside corner to end the inning. Christian Scott has struck out 7 Phillies through 5 scoreless innings.
Beatty swings and drives one right field to the wall. He'll turn and watch it fly. Brett Beatty, a solo home run, gives the Mets a 2-0 lead. To left, Marsh going back, it's over his head. He turns and it's gone. It's snuck over the railing and left. Francisco Alvarez with his 2nd home run of the game. The Mets have clipped Nola twice in the inning.
Off the bat of Trey Turner, deep to left field, and that ball is gone. Home run for Trey Turner, number 11 on the year.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball in the dirt for Devin Williams. His 14th save this season and the 100th save of his major league career.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Mayo lined out to left field his last time up, but that was the hardest hit ball of the game by far.
Uh-oh, hoping it deep left field. It's headed for another dimension. Oh, man. We're all believers now. He hit one into the second deck against the Cubs on Wednesday night. He hits one off of the second deck on Saturday.
I'm talking about a laser, almost in the same spot, too.
Then the Yankees get 1 run. It's unearned, 1 hit, 1 error, nobody left. An error by Andy Pius in center, a pass ball by Dalton Rushing. So the Dodgers trail 1-0 here in the top of the fifth. Bottom of the order for L.A. Teoscar Hernandez, Rushing, and Tommy Edman. Garrett Cole at 68 pitches with 4 scoreless innings behind him. First pitch of the fifth is a strike. Teoscar 1 for 1, singled in the second inning with 2 outs, was stranded on the bases. Cole's 0-1. That's down Broadway, strike 2 taken by Teo. And what Dave Roberts said during the Diamondback series, not to belabor the point, but after you see the sloppiness continue here in this first road trip out of the break, at least in that last half inning, it's just not good enough. It's not the Dodger standard. Cole misses low and away, 1-2.
No, the attention to detail has just not been there at the level that this ball club plays.
And I don't know if it's because they were up 14.5 in the division. Now it's 11.5. But a lot of the stuff that we've seen over the last week plus of baseball just can't happen. On the ground to second, handled by Chisholm. Takes his time throwing to Goldschmidt. And Hernandez retired.
Well, just watching Chisholm, he's interesting.
Is that all?
Talented, interesting to watch.
They're coming off a 30-30 campaign. After the first out of the fifth, the bases are empty. Dalton Rushing, 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. Takes strike 1 from Cole. And so Rushing has a chance to put one back in the bucket after helping create this 1-0 deficit. Cole's 0-1. Breaks down and in with the slider.
You know, just thinking about it, Rushing's had 2 other pitches in this game that he's claimed. Besides the pass ball in the last half inning.
Spot on. And he lost the side of the pop-up. He did not communicate it clearly. I think that's why Muncy was frustrated after the last out. Waves and misses at a fastball, 1-2. And it's one thing if you don't see it, especially right now. It's twilight here in New York City. The lights are shining bright, but the sun is not yet set. So you can totally understand how you would lose a ball in the air. But if you do, you have to yell, communicate it. And Muncy did not hear that communication, but he saw that Rushing couldn't see it, so he had to break in. He was playing pretty back at third base, and he had to race over to the advertising logo in front of the Dodger dugout. Rushing fouls it away third base side, still 1-2.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of foul territory, from dugout to dugout.
1-0 Yankees, top of the fifth. 1 out and a 1-2 pitch from Cole to Rushing. Called strike 3. Took a fastball at 97. And for Cole, that is strikeout number 6. 2 gone in the fifth. Edman's turn with nobody on. Ohtani on deck. First pitch. Strike 1 outside corner. Starts him off with a heater. Edman struck out on a fastball. He's the leadoff batter in the third. The 0-1. Inside and in the dirt. This is game number 23 for Edman, and Mo, we have seen him start in 6 different spots in the batting order. Leadoff, 2-hole, 5, 6, 7, and tonight, another turn in the 9 spot. A 1-1 pitch. Outside.
Yeah, defensively, we've seen him start in 3 different positions. Second, third, left.
In center as well.
Yeah.
Ahead of the count. Cole's pitch. Bounce foul toward Chris Woodward. Dodger first base coach scoops it up, looking for a fan to give a souvenir to.
Well, this is going to complete the second time through the Dodger lineup. And the bats have got to wake up. They have 3 hits back-to-back, 2-out singles in the second. They were left stranded, and a 2-out single in the third, left stranded.
On 2-2. Edmonds strikes out swinging. Finished him with a changeup. Back-to-back Ks in a 1-2-3 shutdown fifth.
Baker gathers it in, and the AL in a shutout. The American League has now claimed 11 of the last 13 All-Star games.
Vargas sends one deep to left, and a no doubt about it, Vargas second deck bomb.
His father was an absolute stud in Cuba, and now he just homered in the All-Star game.
Pages grounds one towards the middle. Backhand stab by Clement. Heaves a throw and gets him. Wow. Ernie Clement, who's known more for his bat, shows off the glove right here, John. What a play. And the American League has pitched the first shutout in the All-Star game in 13 years. Tough night for the National League hitters. That's the 15th strikeout. Two-run single, Cody Bellinger. And the American League gets to Sanchez here in the first.
Cody Bellinger, the Ted Williams MVP. There you go, Cody. Congrats. Enjoy it.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with two different teams.
To get in the bottom of the fifth inning, Roki Sasaki giving up an unearned run that happened in the fourth. Jason Dominguez with a two-out double. Andy Pages trying to cut it off quickly and get it in quickly from center field, and he bobbled it, giving Dominguez an extra base, got to third, and then on the very next pitch, a pass ball on Dalton Rushing. So 7, 8, 9 coming up for the Yankees. Caballero, McMahon, and Wells. Sasaki at 64 pitches after the first 4 innings. The pitch. Bounce foul into the Dodger dugout, strike one. Well, special birthday we're celebrating in this series today. It's our guy Charlie Steiner.
He's going to be blowing out the candles at dinner.
All 37 of them.
In another hour.
The 0-1 pitch. Caballero pops it in the air, left side of the infield. It's Betts coming toward the line, basically behind third base. He's got the first out of the inning. And, for us, obviously, we've got some bias in being our teammate, but the Yankees and Dodgers, from a broadcast standpoint, you do think of Charlie. And what a blessing it's been this year as Charlie celebrates another trip around the sun, that he's been back into the booth more and more during this regular season.
And feeling better. And from all of us, Val, happy birthday.
Yeah. And mix in a water.
No, not tonight.
Not tonight.
No, the only water should be the ice cubes.
One out, base is empty. 1-0 New York. McMahon to the plate. Takes a ball outside. Former Rocky 1-for-1 with a double. Fastball misses, 2-0. McMahon was acquired by the Yankees ahead of the last deadline in 2025. Never really got it going offensively. 2-0 pitch. That's ball 3. The last 2 pitches were right on the edge. The ball 2 pitch, Rushing could have challenged. Understand why he didn't, but he could have. And then this one inside. So 3-0 for McMahon. The pitch on the way. McMahon hits it hard on the ground to first, handled by Freeman. He calls off Roki, and he takes it to the bag. 2 gone.
Well, for Edwin Diaz, he's on the mend on the injured list, but it's going to be Edwin Diaz bobblehead night. Wednesday, July 29th. Mariners are in at Dodger Stadium. 7:10 start. First 40,000 fans at the ballpark are going to take home the exclusive Edwin Diaz bobblehead. It's presented by Budweiser. Come out and join us. Dodgers Mariners. Dodgers.com/promotions for tickets and information.
Sasaki to Austin Wells. Down low, ball 1. 1-0 Yankees, bottom of the 5th. 2 outs. Nobody on the bases for New York. Wells 0 for 1. Sasaki punched his ticket back in the 3rd inning. The 1-0 to the backstop Wells. Downstairs, ball 2.
Something that you and I talked about right before the game that got underway. You know, Sasaki, there were some that were trying to say, well, is he tipping his pitches? Well, he has gone to a larger glove that is right at the limits.
2-0 to Wells. In the air, right center field. Pages to his left. He slides and he makes the catch. Andy Pages takes another one away.
He plays center field like he is daring every hitter to hit something his way.
Right.
I want to see what JJ does in these spots. Down 2 strikes.
In the air center. Mullins on the run. Still going back. JJ Weatherholt homers in his debut. Incredible.
Just goosebumps right now at Busch Stadium. You could not have written that any better. 0-2, dead center field, 425-foot shot. My goodness.
How fast can you fall in love, St. Louis?
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century. And certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
It's time for the great mascot race. Here's the pitch. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go, folks. The crowd is going wild. It's the home stretch. It's too close to call. Here's the play at the plate. It's T.C. Bear. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Top of the 6th, the Dodgers send the top of the order. Ohtani, Pages, and Freeman. Down just 1 run. Garrett Cole is back on the mound. Most pitches he has thrown in an outing so far this year, Mo, is 90. He's at 82 right now. Shohei 0 for 2. Last time up, flew out to right field. The ball that dropped right in front of the short wall. The pitch. Cut on and missed, strike 1. Ohtani had a knee injection on Sunday to kind of loosen up that left knee. It's been bothersome. Old spikes a knuckle curve, 1-1. The Dodgers are planning to start Ohtani on the mound next Wednesday in Philadelphia ahead of the Dodgers off day on Thursday. Cole's 1-1. Ohtani flies it in the air left field. Bellinger racing toward the line in the warning track, and he tracks it down. 1 gone in the 6th inning. So Ohtani has peppered the ball to all parts of the field. Sharply hit to the right side of the infield, high in the air to right field, and then slicing liner to left.
Yeah, the target was away, and that's exactly where the pitch was located, away.
And for the record, for Ohtani's start on Wednesday, the Dodgers have not yet determined if he will also DH in that one. They want to see how his body responds to these 3 games against the Yankees. First pitch to Andy Pages. Fly to left center field, well in front of the warning track. Grisham makes the routine catch. 2 outs on 4 pitches for Cole here in the 6th. 1-0 Yankees here in this 2024 World Series rematch, and who knows, potentially a 2026 World Series preview. Baseball so unpredictable and so much baseball to be played between now and then. Freddie Freeman's 0 for 2. Cole has struck him out twice. Ball one upstairs. And Freddie was red hot for, gosh, darn near 50 games. The last few, things kind of going the other way. This is baseball after all. Swings and fouls back to strike.
Well, first at bat, struck out of a fastball looking. Second at bat, 1-2. Swung at a slider that was down and out of the strike zone. So he's been a little bit confused tonight so far against Garrett Cole.
2 outs, nobody on in the 6th. On a 1-1 from Cole. Freeman swings and misses and then throws the bat into the stands. It's over the net on the first base side. And so somebody just got a souvenir. Freddie needs a new twig. Looks like everybody is okay down there. I think fans are just more clamoring to get the bat.
Well, that was like Olympic distance in the hammer throw.
Whoa. Well, Freddie's got the new piece of lumber.
And that section of the stands, by the way, right now, wide awake.
Yeah, they're arguing for who gets to keep the bat. Meanwhile, Cole and Freeman do battle again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 Ks for Cole against Freddie Freeman tonight. And he gets the Dodgers 1-2-3 in the
tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker.
And here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting.
And now he's back to the left side. And a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch that was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
Bryce Harper will lead things off as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. That one's hit well. Out toward right center field. It is gone! Home run, Bryce Harper. First of the year. It's a 5-3 game. That was a pretty swing.
Yeah, that's the way you turn on a ball.
I got to believe that felt just absolutely wonderful for Bryce Harper. He needed that.
It's only the 3rd hit in 24 at-bats, but that's 425 feet.
Yeah, Jim, today looking to hit the brakes here, and because that grass out there is moist, it'll be tough to get your footing out there.
Up the middle, backhanded by Lindor, who stumbles as he throws it away. Alonso, a diving attempt to stop that one.
They're playing a little tic-tac-toe over there by the Pirates dugout. And Emmanuel Valdez says, get serious.
We're going to need to check back in on this situation.
See if he gets that one on anytime soon.
Oh, they kept going.
I mean, you got to stop the top guy.
Oh.
Fly ball in foul territory. Mike Felder was there, but could not hold on to the ball. Like he had it.
There's the ball there, and then that ball comes out of somebody's glove in the stands.
See, he thought the ball at his feet
was the ball in play.
Was the ball in play? He did, and he slapped his own glove, thinking he had missed the catch when in essence he had it.
That is weird. That is a very weird play, and I don't ever want to see it again.
Cross. It's an unearned run at that. The Yankees scored it in the bottom of the 4th. Now getting ready for the bottom of the 6th. And Roki Sasaki still out there, Mo, in one of his more impressive showings of the season. Yes, the Yankee offense is without Aaron Judge, and it has been tough sledding for the Yankee offense without their superstar. But still pitching in this environment. First game out of the All-Star break, and when he's been in the midst of a really rough stretch. Facing Trent Grisham, strike 1 to begin the 6th, but a challenge from Grisham.
The batter's challenging the pitch.
And Grisham
pitch is
loses.
a strike. New York has one challenge remaining.
See, that challenge
was bad. Like it just the timing of it.
It's the first pitch of the inning. Now that you're down to one challenge, and you've got considerable distance to go
in a 1-0 game. Then he swings and misses on a splitter. Grisham has issued both Yankee challenges tonight. He's 1 for 2.
We're seeing a side of Sasaki we've not seen on a continuous basis for a while. He's been aggressive. He's changed speeds very well.
The 0-2, Grisham takes a splitter just outside, a ball and 2 strikes. And now, Mo, the biggest thing is to finish strong. We've had times where Sasaki starts and he looks really good for 5 innings or 4 innings, and then in that 5th or 6th, then things kind of get sideways on him. Grisham pops it back over the net. Out of play, we'll do it again.
Well, we've seen him pitch, and I'll use a word. We've seen him pitch too often this year defensively.
That is
tonight we're seeing him pitch offensively.
Spot on. There are no notes there. And truly, the Dodgers coaching staff believes it's that simple for rookie. It's a mentality. A 1-2. Grisham grounds it to first. Freeman with a backhand just off the top of the dirt. Sasaki gets the underhand toss covering the bag, 1 away. When they say Sasaki is on the attack and he's not pitching, quote-unquote, scared, of course they don't mean that he's actually scared, but the way that he is approaching hitters can be perceived as that. You see 2 different guys.
Well, it's the same way with a hitter. When you see a hitter that come up that looks somewhat tentative.
With 1 out, here's Ben Rice for a 3rd time. He's 0 for 2. Takes a splitter in the dirt.
At times you see it defensively. You can't hear what the guy's saying on the field, but you know he's got to be thinking, man, I hope they don't hit it to me.
80th pitch of the game from Sasaki. Rice can't check his swing.
What that guy that's saying to himself, I hope they don't hit it to me, he's not hearing the other 8 teammates say, boy, I hope they don't hit it to him.
Gosh, Mo, you highlighted earlier that the new glove for Sasaki, it is massive.
Yeah.
It's not much smaller than the gloves that they were handing out for the home run derby in Philadelphia.
Well, in the rule book states it cannot be any longer than 13 inches from the top tip of the finger of the glove to the base of the glove.
2-1. Rice not close on that slider, swing and a miss, squares the count.
And I don't think it's 12.5 inches. I mean,
it's got every bit of it.
Yeah,
every bit of the legally allowed.
Well, you can pick up a wheelbarrow about that size at the garden center.
Hey, you know what, though? If it helps, Sasaki
it.
could curtail some of the pitch tipping issues he feels he has had. Get after it. The 2-2. Lined into right field, a base hit. And Rice aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that was a splitter. Rice just went down and hammered it. A young man out of Dartmouth, just 27 years of age. Boys, he made an impression in the early going in his career.
And he went down and got it. Wasn't like that splitter was kind of floating up there or hanging. But so frustrating for Sasaki to give up a 2-out base runner. Yankees with their 4th hit. They lead 1-0. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Now Goldschmidt takes inside, ball 1. Goldschmidt 0 for 2. 2 Ks. So if you are a first baseman playing in this one tonight, you're having a heck of a time offensively. Freddie Freeman and Paul Goldschmidt, 2 of the best of their generations. 0 for 5 with 5 Ks combined. Sasaki even the count, so it's 1-1.
Well, Goldsmith came on tonight, month of July. Early going, yes, hitting 107 this month.
Pitch. Outside corner. Called strike 2. Fastball at 99. Still carrying some life as he approaches 90 pitches. This would be a massive thing if Sasaki can finish 6 strong. Won't be 6 scorers because of the air. The 1-2. Goldschmidt pokes it in the air, fading foul right field side.
And that was a good slider, outside corner.
Rushing, setting up for the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Popped in the air. Fouled away. Right side.
Well, Rice is not much of a threat to be taking off. He's attempted just 2 stolen bases, so he made it safely both times.
Sasaki still ahead of Goldschmidt. Out of the stretch. Misses downstairs.
You don't want to go 3-2 because the runner at first would be on the move.
90th pitch of the game. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Goldschmidt. Fly ball right field. Tucker drifting back on the warning track. Has room in front of the wall. 2 going in the 6th. Now Cody Bellinger. Like Goldschmidt, struck out in each of his first 2 appearances at the plate. Dodgers down by a run. 1-0 in the 6th. Sasaki sets, ball in glove, in front of his chest, the pitch. It's a splitter away.
Bellinger, one of 5 former MVPs playing in this game tonight.
1-0. This is up with a heater. 2 balls, no strikes. There is activity for the Dodgers in their left center field bullpen. Jack Dreyer, lefty, is the first one up and throwing. Rice on first. Really conservative lead next to Freddie Freeman, who's holding him there. Dodger infield. Shifted over for Bellinger. 2-0 pitch. Lands in there. Strike 1. It's that slider. The encouraging things you've seen from Sasaki tonight, the effectiveness of that slider is definitely among them. On 2-1. Bellinger lines it into center field and drops in front of Pages. And that's a 2-out base hit. Now the Yankees have runners on first and second.
That was a fastball, and Sasaki's really lucky that was only a single. That was right down the middle, about thigh high.
Dalton Rushing going to the mound. A slow walk for a mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. And here comes Dave Roberts. That's really unfortunate, Mo. Sasaki had the look about him today like he was actually going to be able to finish 6 innings. And perhaps he still could if the Dodgers let him, but they're not going to let him. 94 pitches, and you can see him. Like, this is what happens sometimes, Mo. When he gets late in the outing, he starts to labor a little bit. The breathing gets heavier. And so he's removed.
Leading off against the lefty Brandon Williamson is O'Neal Cruz here.
Oh my.
Fly ball right center field, and O'Neal Cruz with his first Cruz missile of the year off the lefty. Brandon Williamson. Cruz crushes it. Pirates get the run back. They lead 6-1.
That's a beautiful thing. You ride it out for times just like that. It's just a special talent. It comes together like that, and you're very thankful because he can change the scoreboard.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Security benefit. Proud sponsor.
Sixth. And he's supposed to face Jason Dominguez. The switch hitter will flip over to the right side. Jack Dreyer, well, when he came off the injured list in June, it was really a bumpy ride off the IL for him, but he finished the first half strong. 9 consecutive scoreless appearances for the break.
There's a beach ball in the outfield and right in the warning track, so they will remove that. This is kind of interesting, too, because if you look at Dominguez, he's actually hit like 50 points higher just about against lefties. 265 versus 217 against right-handers.
But clearly they saw Sasaki as the pitching change was made. You could see his breathing was more labored. He just he does not have the stamina, it appears. But still a really strong outing. 1 unearned run. I want to make things clear as Dreyer misses upstairs, ball 1 on Dominguez. 5 hits against Sasaki. 2 of them extra base hits.
This one also for Dominguez, Stevens hit just 154 scoring position.
A 1-0. Dreyer delivers a strike. Fastball at 94. Rice on second. Bellinger on first. Both got on with base hits. On a 1-1. Dominguez waves at strike 2. Sasaki threw 94 pitches, 58 strikes, 21 pitches in the 6th. Had a chance to get through 6 full. Just came up a little bit short, but he's watching on from the Dodger dugout, hoping Dreyer can strand these 2 inherited runners. The 1-2 pitch. Misses low. Dreyer sets first base side into the rubber. Close stance. The kick and the pitch. Fouled back over the net. Now the 2-2. Strike 3 called. Frozen with a curve. Sasaki claps his hands as Dreyer strands the 2 hits and keeps the Dodgers within 1. 1-0 New York, going to the 7th.
Summer means hot weather and plenty of time on the road. Keep your vehicle running at its best with Val.
The beauty of this jersey is the field texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
Now Leody Taveras trying to bust out of an 0 for 15. And he may well do so. Deep center field. Taveras will touch them all. Right down the middle. A dead central digger for Leody Taveras. And boy, did he hit it.
108 off the bat, shredded away center field, and the home runs keep on coming for the Orioles.
That was almost 450 feet. Wow. Didn't know Leody had that in him.
Gathers himself and he gets Benj on a nice play by Bryson Stott over there at second, diving to his left. 1 pitch and another 1 pitch out.
Dead center field into the batter's eye for Francisco Alvarez. A solo home run gives the Mets a 1-0 lead.
1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball in the dirt for Devin Williams. His 14th save this season and the 100th save of his major league career.
Beatty has left the yard. 5th home run of the year comes off Nola here in the 7th. It's 2-0 Mets. His 2nd blast of the night, and back-to-back homers make it 3-0 New York.
Strike 3 called. Phillies lose the challenge. Christian Scott has struck out 7 Phillies through 5 scoreless innings. And he and the Mets take a 1-0 lead into the 6th.
Well, he's pitched a heck of a ball game to this point. Just 3 hits. 2 of those back-to-back with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. The Dodgers could not score.
Facing Mookie Betts. First pitch is a curve, but ball 1. Mookie 0 for 2. Cole delivers, misses low and away. Now Betts had that 3-week run. He looked like his old self. Things have gone the other way again. Cole misses the zone. 3 balls and no strikes. He walks to the back of the mound slowly, trying to recenter himself. Double barrel action in the Yankee pen, as he is now at 93 pitches. On 3-0. Betts watching all the way. A strike on the outer half. Now 3-1 fastball to get another heater. Cole into the windup. Outside corner. He takes strike 2.
He went 3-0, and then he's threaded the needle twice on the outside corner.
Now with the count full. Cole's payoff. Outside, ball 4, and Betts aboard with a leadoff walk in the 7th. That's the first walk Garrett Cole has issued all night.
And that's probably the last batter he'll face.
Here comes Aaron Boone. Had the lefty Brent Hedrick and the righty Fernando Cruz warming. Boone has just gotten to the mound. Cole frustrated on the mound. There's no call that has been made to the pen just yet. Boone now eye to eye with his ace, and he is leaving him in there. Well, Mo, again, this is the Dodgers' first trip to the Bronx since the 2024 World Series, and you think back to one of the biggest moments in that series when Blake Trinan was at 40 pitches. Dave Roberts goes to the mound, leaves him in there. Obviously, there's much different stakes here tonight, but it's hard not to think when you see something tonight and not go back to 2024.
Well, some managers just want to go out. They know which players they can go look right into their eyes and be able to tell, hey, you want this? Okay, you got it.
Cole at 96 pitches with Muncy digging in. Tying run on base, nobody out in the 7th. Cole delivers. Muncy swings and fouls it back over the net, and Max frustrated himself. But at 85, earlier in the night, we've seen Cole up to 99.
I think, too, Stephen, is that with Boone leaving Cole in there, he got the stamp of approval for goal, whatever he asked him, especially in light of the fact you got a lefty in the bullpen, you have back-to-back left-handers coming up to bat.
The 0-1, Muncy swings through a changeup, strike 2.
That's the only changeup tonight that I've seen Garrett Cole basically telegraph it. He slowed down the arm speed. Everything else has been just right on the money, but that one he slowed it down a little bit.
Just set a new season high in pitches thrown with 98. Muncy down in the count, 0-2. The pitch home. Muncy grounds it foul at first.
Well, they have a mo at the Dodgers, always celebrating rich culture and traditions of country. It's going to be Guatemala Thursday, July 30th, when they face the Mariners at 7:10. So ticket packs available. You receive an exclusive Guatemalan Heritage Night jersey. So come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Muncy trying to battle, 0-2. The 100th pitch of the game from Cole. Misses upstairs. Max 0 for 2 in this game. 7 for his last 34 offensively. Another pitch from Cole. Muncy fouls it away. Over the net. behind home plate to our left.
Well, Hedrick, the lefty, is still throwing, and you just wonder, is he thinking, so why am I throwing if you don't have me come in and face Muncy? Of course, if Muncy gets aboard, then we may see Hedrick come in and face Tucker, who's on deck.
1-2 for Muncy. Betts on first. Cole fires home and misses up and away.
There have been 4 attempted steals off of Cole this year. 3 of them have been successful.
Muncy has worked the count even. Now the 2-2 pitch. Launched to right field. Muncy drops the bat and the hammer. Dodgers up 2-1 as Muncy sends one to the second deck. Aaron Boone stuck with Garrett Cole, and Max Muncy made the Yankees pay the price.
Cole made a mistake and Muncy didn't. Oh, did he clobber that one? Well, Daniels Jewelers, indeed, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
It's the knockout punch, the ball taken from Garrett Cole, and the lead has been taken from New York. 2-1 Dodgers after one mighty Muncy swing. We'll be right back on the Dodgers Audio Network.
As someone who grew up in the era of the twist, the locomotion, the Freddy, and other outrageous dances, the floss is easily the worst of all time.
The fan did touch that ball, and that's a big whoops. Any relation to Grant? I don't know. That guy was having a hard time figuring out what screen he was supposed to be looking at.
What a play! Allen Roden. And hopefully he is all right.
Look at it's his eye black. That's his eye black. It has been transferred from face to wall.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
At dmh.lacounty.gov.
I was down, but now I'm up.
It is the lefty Brent Hedrick coming on, and a Yankee pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Max Muncy with his 18th home run of the year, first out of the All-Star break. What an at-bat, Mo. He was down 0-2 early, worked the count even, and now it's put the Dodgers ahead.
Yeah, you got a slider, and he slid it out of the ballpark.
Tucker waves at a slider, strike one for Hedrick. And the Yankee bullpen has been a massive strength from this year, and Hedrick has been brilliant. A 1.55 ERA in 47 games. Is 0-1. Tucker with another whiff, strike two.
So you think managing is easy, huh?
Now, Garrett Cole was sensational tonight until the 7th. Hedrick's 0-2 is in the dirt. A leadoff walk to Betts. He fell behind 3-0, got it to a full count, but then Mookie took first base, and then Muncy with a go-ahead blast. Still nobody out. The pitch. That's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Tucker, who singled in the second and then flew out to left in the 4th.
Well, that was a no doubt about home run. As soon as it left the bat, it had the angle, it had the sound, and obviously the distance.
2-2. Tucker spoils it, grounds it foul on the right side. I mean, Muncy had barely finished his swing before he had dropped the bat in the batter's box. He knew it, and so did everybody in the building. So 2-1 Dodgers, top of the 7th. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Tucker. The pitch. It's a ground ball up the middle, snared by the shortstop Caballero, who spins and fires to first. Oh, wow, what a play. That had base hit written all over it, and Caballero took it away.
Just amazing. Caballero, he basically just kind of threw his glove out there. It was still on his hand, but kind of stretched out, got it in the webbing. And when he threw the ball, he was in shallow right field. Incredible play.
So now Teoscar Hernandez, also 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch from Hedrick. A big swing and a miss from Teo. Fastball at 95, strike 1. Talked about it earlier. Hernandez, he's just been frustrated with his timing at the plate. Just can't get his timing right. The 0-1. Misses with the split.
I think for hitters, you can't get the timing right. Okay, what are you looking for? And where are you looking?
On a 1-1. Hernandez swings over the top of a breaking ball down and in.
And I say that because, okay, that's a breaking ball. There's a lot of, but there's a lot of moving parts to Teo's swing right now. I mean, the lower part of the body is moving, the upper part of the body is moving, his feet are moving.
And then he chases a splitter in the dirt.
And the other part, too, is does he right now know the strike zone? Because that last pitch was out of the strike zone. When you get desperate and you know you're having trouble, you're not trying to expand the strike zone, but that's what you do because you have a feeling of utility.
Yeah, it's almost like he's trying to swing himself back on time, though. And I didn't play at this level, not close to it. So I don't know if with the right recipe to get out of it when you don't have your timing. Here's Dalton Rushing, 2 outs, nobody on. 2-1 Dodgers in the 7th. Rushing clears the first pitch, shallow right center field, and going back, Caballero makes the basket catch, the second outstanding defensive play in this inning. The last 3 Dodgers retired, but the first 2 Dodgers on and scored on a Muncy homer. 2-1 LA as we stretch in the Bronx.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Yordan Alvarez first up.
Sitting at career home run 199. That one is hammered to right. Deep and out of here. Number 200 for Yordan Alvarez. A no doubt when the Astros are on the board. It's 3-1. His 7th home run of the season against the Texas Rangers. That ball was demolished.
455 feet on that shot by Yordan.
Number 30 on the season.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
Okay, I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs. And then next day, I got to eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me. And then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos leyendo.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Dodgers 2, Yankees 1. Bottom of the 7th inning, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, Mo, now it's up to the Dodger pen to take this one home. In a one-run game, Jack Dreyer got the final out of the 6th. He's back out there for the 7th.
It's all trying to get that first batter. Don't want to put the first guy on base. Well, Muncy, you talk about, we just saw a replay. You talk about putting a charge into a slider. That ball absolutely jumped off of his bat.
Second deck, go-ahead home run for Muncy. His 18th of the year. 227th as a Dodger. He is creeping up the LA Dodger leaderboard, one behind Ron Cey and 43 behind our friend and teammate Eric Karros.
And Stephen, now in a close game, 2-1 Dodgers. You've got a couple batters back-to-back now. You know, Chisholm, he has stolen 26 bases. Talked about that earlier. And then Caballero behind him has stolen 22. So there's two guys that can run. You don't want either one of them on base.
Final line for Roki Sasaki, 5 2/3, 5 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. 1 walk, 5 Ks, 94 pitches, 58 strikes. Dreyer threw 6 pitches to get that strikeout of Dominguez in the 6th inning. How about his first pitch of the 7th to Chisholm? Grounded foul off the front of his own dugout. Not only is there speed, there is power with Chisholm. 31 home runs to go with 31 stolen bases a year ago. Not quite at that pace this year, but this is a guy who can slug. And he takes a fastball 1-1. Wasn't caught cleanly by rushing. That has been a bit of an issue for Dalton so far tonight. And they wonder if he catches that cleanly. Is it strike 2? It's probably low. The pitch. Furious swing and a miss from Chisholm. Fastball from Dreyer to jump ahead. A ball and 2 strikes. Dreyer comes home and pulls the breaking ball low and away. The pitch. Another breaking ball low and away, and that fills the count for Chisholm.
Yeah, that curveball was not close. And here's a guy again. You've got to challenge him. You're not walking, not with that speed, not with a 1-run game.
Caballero on deck, McMahon in the hole. Count has gone from 1-2 to 3-2. So Dreyer's payoff pitch. Popped in the air, that'll drift over the net. No chance for anybody to make a play on that. Just reset for another pitch. The home road splits for Dreyer have not been kind to him. 19 games aside heading into tonight. His ERA away from Dodger Stadium, 5.12. At Dodger Stadium, 0.93. Another 3-2. Chisholm strikes out swinging. And that's out number 1 for Dreyer in the 7th.
Well, it would have been ball 4. That ball was ankle high.
Now a right-handed hitting Caballero. It's 0 for 2 tonight. Dodgers up 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch. Blowing inside. Talked about Jack's home road splits. How about the left-right splits? Left-handed batters like Chisholm hitting 185. Right-handed batters hitting 216. A 1-0. Caballero takes a curve, and it's ball 2. Sun has fully set here in New York City. First of 3 in the Bronx. Dreyer delivers. Strike 1. Fastball taken by Caballero at 93.
Yeah, this afternoon to the ballpark had a new dimension to traffic downtown on Madison Avenue.
The pitch. Inside. 3-1. There is some weather lurking for tomorrow's second game. And it's not the kind of weather. Something to be aware of. 3-1 from Dreyer. Caballero flies it in the air, right center field. Pajes on the run, well in front of the warning track. He hooks around and makes the catch.
Well, if the weatherman is correct, we should be okay by 7 p.m. tomorrow.
And tomorrow's game is supposed to start at 8 p.m. or 8:08, as that will be nationally televised on Fox. But there's a lot of nervous folks here at Yankee Stadium about game 2. Don't worry about Saturday come Saturday. With 2 out, here's Ryan McMahon taking strike 1 from Dreyer. Dodgers up 2-1. Max Muncy putting them ahead with a 2-run home run off Garrett Cole in the top of this inning. Dreyer trying to shut it down in the bottom half. The pitch to McMahon is in the dirt. On a 1-1, McMahon swats it to second base. It'll pop out for Edman to retrieve in shallow right. And Dreyer sends the Yankees down 1-2-3. Shut down 7th.
Can we recognize the athleticism of the elite security down there?
Unbelievable. I give him a 10 down. Pretty good.
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, come on, Joe Ryan.
It's all part of the experience.
This is an experience tonight. Oh, look out. In between the legs of Jose Altuve, almost clipped his buddy in the on-deck circle.
Hey, that'll wake you up.
And Fortes is able to hang on to the foul tip.
Fortes getting a little help from the love handle there.
Jake McCarthy with his second inside the park home run this year. What a touch-em-all time to start this one.
The Nemo bouncer up the middle gets Langford to the plate, and the Rangers take the finale 6-5 over Houston.
Third homer of the series. Add another leadoff homer to the tally for James Wood. Now 10 of them on the year.
He swings, hits a drive, deep center field. Way back it goes. It is gone. Another one. The show starts right away on the first pitch. His 33rd career leadoff home run.
10 strikeouts for the third consecutive game for Zach Wheeler.
His 26th double-digit strikeout game.
Wherever you are, Morongo, good times. Where are we? Bronx, New York, Yankee Stadium. The Dodgers visiting this ballpark for the first time since the final game of the 2024 Fall Classic. Dodgers winning that World Series on the road comeback fashion. Down 5-0 entering the fifth. Took advantage of a trio of Yankee miscues. Tied the game at 5. Fell down again, but then ultimately came back to win. Tonight, trying to finish off a comeback win. They trailed 1-0 starting the 7th. Max Muncy had a go-ahead 2-run homer off Garrett Cole. It's a different right-hander on the mound here for the top of the 8th. Fernando Cruz. Strike 1 delivered to Tommy Edman. Cruz has been one of the relief aces for New York this year. 44 games, an ERA of 2.25. In 40 innings, 50 strikeouts, and only 2 home runs. Edman takes a splitter away, 1-1.
Yeah, he's been a workhorse, as you mentioned. He keeps the ball in the ballpark. With 40 innings, 50 punchouts.
Tommy's 0 for 2 tonight. He has struck out twice. Perhaps seeing a new pitcher can get him going. Cruz is 1-1. Edman bounces a splitter foul. Strike 2.
Bellinger fairly shallow in left. A 1-run game in the 8th inning.
A 2-strike count. Look out for Cruz's splitter. It's a nasty one. Let's see what he gives Edman. The pitch home. Floats away, a splitter. Cruz, a former Cincinnati Red, and he has clearly unlocked something since being traded to New York.
That splitter's not really high velocity. That was at 79 miles an hour.
The 2-2. Edman cracks it in the air to right center field. This ball's got carry. It is going to bang off the middle of the wall, ricochet away from Grisham. And Edman's going to hold at second with a stand-up double.
That was a splitter also at 79 miles an hour. Edman had ideas of going to third, but he did not want to get thrown out at third base for the first out of an inning, especially in a 1-run ball game. There's a splitter down. And for Edman, just a terrific swing. Went down and got it.
And so, seeing a new arm, did get Edman his first hit of the series, and he gets in a scoring position for Shohei Ohtani. It's a big insurance run out there for the Dodgers in the top of the 8th. Cruz looks back at Edman, turns to Ohtani, and misses upstairs, ball 1.
Well, to say you need this run's an understatement. Dodgers have had just one at bat with a runner in scoring position, and that was with 2 outs in the 2nd inning tonight.
The 1-0. Dives down low with the split. Ball 2. Shohei 0 for 3 tonight. Hasn't looked terrible, just does not have the results yet. The 2-0. Ohtani holds the trigger and takes a strike. Cruz after a shake. Ball at the belt. 2-1 coming. Upstairs, ball 3.
Here's where you get very selective as a hitter.
Three and 1. Ohtani can put him in the keyhole. The pitch. Ohtani pulls it down the right field line, and it hooks foul. Foul by about 3 to 5 feet. And so the count is now full.
And that was the split. As they come back with the split again, they try and run a fastball by you. From a hitter, you have to be prepared for the fastball and adjust.
Cruz's payoff. Ohtani fouls it back. He'll do it again. Fans here saw a ball go to the backstop, and they thought that was strike 3.
Split.
I mean, that is his pitch. I mean, he gets more swings and misses on that pitch.
Well, in close ball games, if you're going to have a hitter beat you, it's going to have to be with your best stuff, not your secondary or bottom of the list pitch.
Another 3-2. Ohtani in the air, right field, hooking foul. Another
split.
That did not have home run distance, even with the short porch. Shohei's been threatening tonight. That's how it's looked from our vantage point. A third 3-2 pitch. Ohtani pops it in the air to third base. McMahon is there. Edman has to hold. An unproductive first out for Shohei.
And that was a split.
At the very least, Mo, you got to get a ground ball to the right side. Easier said than done.
Yeah, it is. And now for Paez, he's going to have a better at-bat than what we've seen. He has 1 hit and 3 at-bats tonight. Came on a 3-2 pitch in the third inning on a base hit to left field, but he's been chasing a lot of breaking stuff down and away.
2-1 Dodgers, top of the 8th. Edman on second, 1 out. Strike 1 to Paez. Fastball at 93. Edman with the leadoff double. The Dodgers got to get him home for some insurance. Paez steps out. Cruz disengaged. The pitch. It's strike 2. Takes a splitter. Paez is hitting .349 this year with runners in scoring position. Dodgers need him to come through again, but he's behind 0-2. Cruz comes home. Paez watches a splitter in the dirt. Ball 1. Now .349 on the year with risk for Paez, but since May 27th, 7 for his last 29 in these situations. That's a .241 average. Another ball and 2 strike pitch. Spiked and well handled by Austin Wells. That bounced about 4 feet in front of the plate and toward the left-handed batter's box. That gets by him. Then Edman's on third base with only 1 out, and then it's a totally different situation for Paez.
Well, that's just a wonderful stop right there. Otherwise, you have runner at third. You have to move the infield in.
Count square. 2-2. Cruz comes home. Paez pulls it foul. Freddie Freeman, who has had a tough night at the plate, he is waiting in the wings on deck. Tommy Edman takes his lead, ready to run. Another 2-2 to Paez. Outside corner, it misses. Full count. The payoff to Paez. Spoils a slider away. That would have been ball 4. Yep. Paez was just happy to get a piece of it.
And Cruz shook off 3 different signs before he was in agreement.
Lengthy plate appearance for Paez. This will be the 8th pitch from Cruz. Another 3-2. Called strike 3. Took a splitter on the inner half. And both Shohei and Andy come up empty following Edman's leadoff double, so it's up to Freddie Freeman. And what a turn that was. Paez swinging at ball 4, the previous pitch.
They're taking some time here going to the mound.
I think they want to go to one of their lefties.
Well, Tim Hill is warming up in the bullpen in right center for the Yankees.
I mean, Freddie Freeman's looking over at Aaron Boone. I think everybody seems to know what's coming next.
Well, here comes Boone.
Or
he started to go. He's going to give a little extra time.
Home plate umpire Junior Valentine going to break up the.
Well, Boone's giving his reliever extra time, but his reliever's not throwing in the bullpen. He's watching along with 45,000 other people here live.
Okay. They're going to leave him in.
No. Boone's the second time.
You remember the last
innings, he's going to go with his gut.
Remember the last time they had the ability to bring in Tim Hill to face Freddie Freeman was Game 1 of the 24 World Series. They went with Cortez instead, and we all know what happened after that. Ball 1 from Cruz. Freddie Freeman, who has made a living and a career hitting with runners in scoring position, has Tommy Edman on second base, 2 outs in the 8th. The Dodgers up 2-1. The 1-0 pitch from Cruz. Freeman flies it to straightaway center field. This is a can of corn for Grisham, and the Dodgers absolutely squander an opportunity in the 8th. They strand the leadoff double, and so the lead remains.
Hank Greenberg helped popularize the first baseman's mitt, holding a massive 13-inch pocketed glove. That was quickly banned, reducing the maximum size to 12 inches. Paul Richards also developed a black hole-sized catcher's mitt. This ginormous thing, measuring 42 inches in circumference, was known as Big Bertha, or the elephant, for its massive size. It was swiftly outlawed as well.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. Be cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chef.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Parents can do to help learn how to overcome it. First5California.com. Alex Vesia takes the ball for the bottom of the 8th. The Dodgers leading the Yankees 2-1 thanks to Max Muncy's go-ahead 2-run home run in the top of the 7th off Garrett Cole. He'll face 9-1-2 for New York. He'll be a pinch hitter for Austin Wells. It's two-time old friend Ahmed Rosario. For Vesia, this is his 43rd game. 31 2/3 innings on the year, 45 strikeouts, an ERA of 2.27. Opponents hitting $142. It's interesting, Mo. Understand pinch hitting for Wells here. He's a left-handed hitter. He's been really struggling all year, and Rosario has made his hay hitting left-handed pitching, but this year the splits are reversed. He's been much better against right-handed pitchers.
Which is really unusual because it's all of a sudden things change.
Vesia's first pitch of the 8th is a strike to Rosario. Rosario acquired by the Dodgers twice in 2 seasons between 2023 and 2024. The 0-1 on the ground to Muncy. Fields and throws to Freeman. 1 away.
Well, you get that first guy. It is so huge.
Do you feel that in the field too,
Yeah.
not just the pitcher on the mound?
Yeah, because as soon as you get a runner on, a one-run ball game, I mean, there's a lot that can happen, obviously. Nobody on base. If you're going to tie it up, they've got to hit it out of the ballpark.
Especially Rosario. Last of the order. Now it goes to the top with Trent Grisham. Left-handed hitter, 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. First pitch, strike one from Vesia. Sellout crowd here at Yankee Stadium. 46,450 on hand for this World Series rematch and potential World Series preview. Vesia's 0-1. Half-hearted wave and a miss. Grisham couldn't check up on a slider low and away.
Yeah, it's only 87 shy of the total capacity that's permitted in this ballpark. Dodgers and Yankees.
Every time.
Yep.
The 0-2 pitch. Dives low and away, no chase from Grisham. Ball and 2 strikes.
I've said for years and years, you could get the Dodgers and Yankees. New York and L.A. Tiddlywinks contest, and you get a good turnout.
It's been a tight ball game. The pitch. Slider low, 2-2. You know, thinking back to that World Series, Mo, I mean, we'll do that a lot over this weekend. But the Dodgers winning 4 of the 5 games. They won every game decided by 1 or 2 runs. The only loss was the lone blowout game in Windsor, New York.
And those don't hurt as much.
2-2, ground ball foul on the first base side.
In World Series, they all hurt because you have a very limited time frame.
This is it.
From which you have to be the first of the 2 teams to win 4 in order to win the World Championship. But those one-run losses are the ones that just eat you up where you can't sleep at night. You know, if only, well, I could have, and they didn't, and da da da.
Vesia will try again. And he misses up and away the fastball, filling the count for Grisham. 2-1 Dodgers, bottom of the 8th. Bases empty, 1 out. Ben Rice is on deck. Vesia in for the lane of lefties. Got the pinch hitter Rosario. Now facing Grisham. The 3-2. Outside, ball 4. He was ahead in the count, and he loses him to a 1-out walk, so the tying run is on base.
Did I mention you don't want to walk the second guy either?
No, you don't want to walk anybody. Especially in front of Ben Rice. The Yankees All-Star, 1 for 3 tonight. Left-handed hitter. His numbers against lefties aren't bad. Takes strike 1 on a first pitch slider. This year, Rice hitting .264 and .843 OPS against left-handed pitching. 8 of his 29 home runs. Vesia out of the stretch. Rice hits one in the air, right center field, back toward the bullpen. It is off the bottom of the wall. Played by Pages. Grisham being waved home. Here's the relay from Betts. The play. He's out. Pages to Betts to rushing, and Grisham is gone at the plate.
What a play. And the Dodgers got a big, big bounce because Pages, the ball was not catchable. It was hit at the 385 mark just in front of the Yankees bullpen. But it hit the bottom part of the wall, bounced right back to Pages in one fell swoop. Pages, Betts, rushing, huge
New
out.
York is challenging the call of out and blocking the play.
Oh. The call on the field was out. The Yankees are challenging. And what a relay from Mookie Betts, Mo, because Pages' throw as he turned and fired back to the infield was taking Mookie towards shallow left. Betts fielded it, got the signal from Freddie Freeman, hey, Grisham's going home. So Mookie had to throw across his body.
Yeah, did not have time to stop, set up, and throw.
To get it to
Yankees
Rushing.
are also appealing interference on Rushing, who was not blocking the plate.
Yeah,
the question is going to be only on the tag. The left foot came in, but the left foot did not touch the plate with the left toe before the tag was made
After
somewhere
the
in
call on the
motion.
field is confirmed. There was no blocking and the runner is out. New York will lose the challenge.
Well, that's the play of the game, obviously, because of the importance of it. But I'll tell you what, you talk about fundamentals. Yes, the Dodgers got a break. It hit the bottom third of the wall. It bounced right back to Pages, who had to make an off-balance, awkward throw. The strong throw to Betts. Betts makes a strong throw, even though he's on the move, and then Rushing's able to make the catch and make the tag. Huge.
With first base open, they're going to intentionally walk Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt, of course, regarded for his ability to hit left-handed pitching. And so that sets up a left-on-left matchup between Alex Vesia and Cody Bellinger. Tying run is in scoring position. The potential go-ahead run is now on base for the Yankees. Still 2-1 after the relay home from Pages to Betts to Rushing.
And Goldschmidt will give way to a pinch runner.
Looks like Max Schumann.
I mean, three terrific plays by three different players.
Now Rushing visiting on the mound with Alex Vesia to get on the same page. Cody Bellinger, who is 1 for 3 tonight, 2 strikeouts and a single his last time up. Bellinger has been pretty solid against left-handed pitching. 2 on, 2 out, 2-1 LA in the 8th. Vesia delivers. Bellinger swings at the first pitch and skies it to center field where Pages is waiting. Underneath it, final out of the 8th inning. That's a relay the Dodgers will remember.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it and he would say, it ain't been done before and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998, Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
Well, he is. He's out. Yes, sir. Is out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville, that's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right, right on a cliff.
Dodgers, 2-1 Dodgers, ninth inning. Starting the ninth inning. The relay the right bounce off the bottom bounce off the bottom of the wall. Right center to Andy Pye. Right center to Andy Pye. Hurled and fired and hurled and then you fired and quickly throw it cross play to throw cross body relay to dunk relay to dunk swipe tag to get swipe tag to get potential time. Now it's Betts leading off ninth against Paul Black to extend the Dodgers pitch. Line is short and line is short by Caballero who fires a quick round number one. Cody Bellinger now at first base. Replaces Ali Sanchez places Austin Wells. The reason why the Dodgers are ahead is digging in right now. Max Muncy time up. Last time up, the second deck. Garrett Cole. The pitch. Curve that misses ball one. Right-handed Blackburn delivers. Misses with a change. 2-0. Blackburn delivers. And has strike one. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It's in the dirt. Ball three. Kyle Tucker taking some swings with the donut on his bat. On deck. Three balls and a strike. And strike two called against Muncy. The Dodgers have two checks. Does not use one, and that's a mistake. Unselfish for Muncy. Would have been ball four. Now the payoff. And he works a walk.
The catcher's challenging the pitch.
Sanchez fresh into the game using a challenge. The Yankees have one left. And now they have
the pitch is a ball.
Left.
New York has exhausted their allotment of challenges for the remainder of the game.
That's a big challenge there. Obviously, Sanchez is thinking I could steal a strikeout and an out for my pitcher.
You've got to be certain. I mean, you as a team offensively have only 3 outs to work with, and you come on and bat.
New York out of challenges. Here's Kyle Tucker. First pitch. Low, ball one. 2-1 Dodgers, top of the ninth. Muncy on first, 1 out. Tucker 1 for 3 today. Blackburn has one foul back. Ball and a strike against Tucker. Tanner Scott loosening in the Dodger pen. In the bottom of the ninth, the Yankees will send 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. The 1-1 to Tucker. Bounce to the right side. Chisholm goes to short. Here's the turn. That's 2. 4-6-3 double play. Tucker slams his helmet beyond first base. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The Dodgers need 3 outs, leading by a run.
Hey, it's Andre Ethier. Summer's here, and it's time to fire up the grill. My amigo...
to throw out a restaurant, kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out, kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man.
Yeah.
That's the most
That's
important
a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, Can of Corn.
Easy fly ball.
That brings up Samuel Basayo.
The 1-1. Basayo hits us high in the air. Center field. Langford back. This one is way out of here. That may have been off the batter's eye in center. Samuel Basayo just hit it where almost no one ever has. Holy smokes. Some 440 feet later, Samuel Basayo just destroyed that baseball. A breathtaking moment at Camden Yards.
437, 109.5 off the bat.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados.
Tanner Scott on for the bottom of the ninth. 2-1 Dodgers here in the series opener against the Yankees in the Bronx. And Mo, the Dodgers kept the lead because of an incredible relay in the bottom of the eighth inning. The Yankees thought they had doubled in the tying run. But Pages, Betts, and Rushing combined for one of the more thrilling relays we have seen this year.
And so many moving parts to that cutoff and relay. The ball on the fly hit the wall at 385. Bounced right back to Pages, who is about 15 feet away. Awkward throw, got rid of it in a hurry to Mookie Betts. Betts, awkward throw as he's on the move, throws to Rushing, who had to reach out in front of home plate, come back, make the tag. It's the play of the game, maybe the play of the entire weekend. And for the Dodgers, who did not play very good defense to close out the official first half of the season, his defense has allowed this game to be one-sided at least.
Leading off for New York, the switch hitting Jason Dominguez, batting right. First pitch. Fouls a slider, strike one. It's Dominguez, Chisholm, and Caballero. The Yankees have one person left on their bench. That's Anthony Volpe. Tanner Scott, first appearance out of the All-Star break, and you can make a strong argument that he should have been in Philadelphia for the Midsummer Classic. And the Dodgers' best reliever. Misses upstairs at the fastball, 1-1.
Keep in mind, the Yankees do not have a challenge available for their hitters.
Or as a team. The 1-1. Line to third. Muncy is there. Perfectly positioned, hugging the line. Retrieves the line out and the first out.
That's why a lot of people don't buy into, well, guard the line, which means you're close enough to the line where the ball's not going to be hit between you and the line. Go for extra bases. Case in point, one out.
Muncy got multiple signals of affirmation from the top step of the Dodger dugout, and he responded with a head nod. Now Jazz Chisholm. He tried to slap a bunt out there, and he whiffed on it. Strike one. Trying to drag it or just get on base any way possible. See if he goes with it again. Scott's 0-1 pitch. Bat on the shoulder. He swings and fouls it. Strike two toward his own on-deck circle.
Chisholm with his speed. He's a perfect guy to keep off the bags. He's also stolen 26 bases.
2-1 Dodgers in the bottom of the ninth. One out, nobody on. Scott ahead of Chisholm, 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Blows it by him at 98.
Elevated that fastball as well. Two strikes, tough to hit.
And the Yankees are down to their final out. Sellout crowd and many fans are scurrying toward the exits. It's a one-run game. The tying run is at the plate. In a hurry to sit in traffic? Swing and a miss, strike one. Or sardine into the, D-train car. I don't know the modes of transportation, but
they use the people packers.
Scott's 0-1 to Caballero. Fouled back over the net, strike two.
Boy, he got jammed.
That is a big sandwich. And so Scott, a strike away. Dodgers trying to snap a 3-game losing streak they took into the All-Star break. And they're a pitch away. The 0-2, up and away. Pitch clock at 3-2. The 1-2 pitch misses upstairs. Third baseman Ryan McMahon is on deck should Caballero reach. The 2-2 from Scott. Popped in the air. Shallow right field. Edman underneath it. That's so in for LA. The Dodgers come to the Bronx to kick off this 9-game post-All-Star break road trip. And they start it with a comeback victory. Max Muncy's go-ahead 2-run homer in the top of the 7th, combined with the ridiculous relay from the Dodger defense in the bottom of the 8th, and they get their 62nd win of the year by a final of 2-1.
Well, it's a ball game that you start to look at it. There are a few twists and turns. First of all, a terrific pitching matchup between Garrett Cole and Roki Sasaki to begin with. Sasaki went 5 2/3, 1 run that was unearned. It scored on a pass ball. Then Dreyer, followed by Vesia, then Scott as far as the pitching goes. Not too many base hits, 5 for the Dodgers, 6 for the New York Yankees. And both teams with runners in scoring position. As a result of the pitching being so good tonight, 0 for 4 when really faced an opportunity. Be in highlight film, folks, and if you're looking at highlights tonight of baseball games and they don't have that highlight, you better switch to a different station because they're shortchanging it.
Jack Dreyer, the winning pitcher, improves to 4-1. Tanner Scott with his 14th save, and the Dodgers now have a chance to win the series tomorrow. Emmett Sheehan will get the start for LA, and it's Ryan Weathers, the lefty, taking the hill for New York.
Yeah, speaking of weather, the weatherman is saying it's going to start raining late tonight throughout the morning, but it's supposed to stop late afternoon, early evening. We should be okay right there, and I think a big game. Obviously, every victory, it's a big game, it's a big game. But for the Dodgers, who played so poorly, inconsistently before the All-Star break, this was a good way to start the official second half of the season. Say second half, but this was game number 98. So a good way to go back to the hotel tonight, come back, get them tomorrow.
All right, that's going to do it from Yankee Stadium. Join us again tomorrow. We have game 2 of this 3-game series in the Bronx between the Dodgers and the Yankees. We'll get you going with Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck at 4. First pitch scheduled for 5:08 in LA, an 8:08 local start time here in New York City. Coming up next, David Vassegh will have you covered with the Navien Dodgers Clubhouse Show. He's on the field right now having a chat with Dalton Rushing, who was a big part of that big relay. Can't wait to hear what